Thunar, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Scratches the back of my head really hard. So after that, there was another lizard guy.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, okay, hello.
It's good.
There was another lizard guy, the Dragonborn or something. And he attacked the village. And Zalgrim helped him. And then Zalgrim left.
Are there more details?
Yeah, so I wasn't really trying to help him. I was more trying to increase our chances of survival. But, you know.
By doing something we don't agree with.
So at the time, I was under the impression, as were many of us, that this guy was stronger than we could handle. So I thought, hey, if he's here to destroy these people and he's just gonna disappear afterwards, then why don't we just get rid of these people? And then we'll have no threat.
It's pretty metal.
Eh,
Killing innocent people to save yourself. It's pretty
reptilian
crazy.
brain.
He took the easy way out.
Nah, I don't expect y'all to understand my thought process, but
So you're just a coward.
I guess if that's what you want to call it. I just thought it was our easiest way of getting out.
Okay.
I do what it takes to live.
Thus you see
Survival
the
instinct.
dilemma.
I see the dilemma. I understand what the survival instinct aspect.
And I didn't know these people. I knew the people I was fighting with.
I see. Well, I see how this matter does not concern me.
Are we just gonna ignore how this lizard person tried to kill us?
Wait, you killed someone?
I attacked Phelan once. And that was to just convince Asher that I was still on his side, because I'm not quite sure what would have happened if I hadn't. What would have happened to me. But I don't know. I didn't want to fight you guys. It's just kind of the situation I was put in.
Speaking of which, Karu will pipe up. What were you doing with him?
I don't know that. Do I know that? Did you tell me that? Oh, did you win? A while ago? Okay. Hope you're a speed reader. I'm sure I'm gonna try.
Read it word for word in character.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Hey, Phelan.
There we go.
Okay.
That's you're okay.
Oh, you guys are upstairs now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Phelan's kind of just sitting, waiting. Thunar, where did you send Eleanor and Babam?
Oh yeah, it's further outside.
Away.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Don't worry, Waylon's with them.
Okay. Do you know where Waylon
I
is taking them, or would tell them to go?
No, but I have ideas.
Tell me where. That's where I'm going.
Alright, well, I guess we could all go. No use in you going
That's a good
alone.
point. Good point.
But, well, when you turn to Zalgrim, what are you gonna do now? Because you were...
I don't know.
You didn't really answer my question unless I just completely zoned out. on what you were doing with the other dude, the other guy.
Well, I was told to look for shards.
By
Epsilon?
oh,
I believe that's his name, if I'm recalling correctly. He told
You
me
were
it
told
once.
to look for shards by Epsilon.
Yeah, I think that was his name.
So you work with Epsilon.
He came and like whisked me out of prison. I didn't like choose to work with him. It just I'm here. I don't know the guy. He just broke me out of prison.
Can I divine sense her to see if she got the shadow thingy? I know that probably doesn't work, but we don't have a mechanic for checking that.
true.
Shadow
Yeah,
mechanic.
you do. Me.
Well, also wait. So what did divine sense again?
Divine sense.
Fiend, undead, celestial, hallowed spell.
I gotta look up something
Divine
real quick.
sense.
I don't know what type this is because this is technically what I use to. Okay, yeah. So you want to use it?
Yes, if I can reopen my character sheet. Takes a while to load on this hotel Wi-Fi. Yeah, I would love to use it on her.
Then
Well, general area, but
I'll say you pick up 2 readings.
oh yeah, okay, because it's all around me. Yeah.
Does it tell you the location of them, or just that they're there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Where is it? Let me read it to you so I can make sure. Features and traits. Detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the howl spell and know the location of any celestial fiend undead
Okay,
within
know
60
the
feet that is
location.
not behind total cover.
Yeah. So then the location of one is coming from Zalgrim. The location of the other is coming from Sin.
We knew the Sin one.
Yeah.
So, the Shadow Man. You have the Shadow.
Oh. Did I know that? Is there a way for me to? Would I know that?
You've been controlled by him over the time, so you.
And I know that.
Yeah, so you would know.
It's not like
that.
I just black out.
I mean, it is kind of just like a blackout, but it's kind of like a weird. Also, not. I don't know. You would know.
I got
You would
this.
definitely know, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got something going on with me because I just go through these dizzy spells and then I'm out and I come back and I'm like, whoa, what was that? So shadow makes sense. It's happened to me once before. It's a familiar feeling. And Sin too.
No, I don't get possessed.
Didn't we get possessed together at some point?
I did at one
Is it
point a
just
long
me?
time ago,
Oh,
but that was before I died.
It was the both of
my
y'all.
memory
yes.
seems to fail me.
It was both of y'all. Y'all did both get possessed. Actually, on the first encounter you had with those shadows,
That's what I
Mhm.
thought.
back in
Yeah.
fall of
Well.
2020. 2022.
Well.
Excuse me.
Then I died, and since then I've not been possessed by any shadows or anything.
Well, regardless of whether you have a shadow attached to you or not, Zalgrim, you're going straight back to prison. I don't care that you didn't fight against us after showing up with Asher. You have to pay for your crimes. And apparently you
Phelan.
haven't been.
Phelan, I didn't ask to leave prison. I didn't
I know
really
you
have a
didn't.
choice.
I know. So we're gonna take you back. Especially
Okay.
now if you have this shadow.
I don't know if that's the best idea.
And then what are you thinking is the best idea then?
Wouldn't it be better for you all to keep an eye on me?
So
could
that you
just
can
come
slit
get
our
me
throats
right
in the
back
middle of
out.
the night whenever Epsilon takes over you?
You don't
I don't think so.
our group is more competent than that to keep me?
I do, but I think
Wondering.
Epsilon is
Exercise your
powerful.
shadow.
Ooh, that's an idea. But what happens when I get
The only
broken out of
person-
prison and now you have no idea where my location is and I still slit your throats in the middle of the night?
Well, then I should just kill you here now. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Would that be a better
No,
idea?
Phelan. I'm trying to
I'm
protect
going
you.
to step right in the middle of between the both of them and turn towards Zalgrim I'm going to say don't make me regret giving you the ounce of life I did.
Thunar, I would never.
Don't worry, Thunar. I don't have the strength to kill her right now. Or him,
Oh, don't worry,
sorry.
I do. And I go and I put my hand on Zagram's shoulder. And I'm trying to sense the shadow.
You're gonna try to like sense it.
And then try
Broken
to
Singe
eat
with
it
the
up with
shadows.
my mind powers.
Yeah. Can it say just
Your
eat
whole
all the other
Arcana, I
shadows?
guess.
Sin is
I'm
hungry.
I'm Sukuna. Or I guess Yuji, I don't know. Sorry, if you said a roll, I did not hear.
Oh, roll Arcana.
Oh god.
Loaf.
That would be
That dumb.
a natural one.
Natural one.
It's so tough.
You
Do,
reach
do we
out.
have inspiration?
This is why you need lucky.
So
Mom's lucky.
you reach out,
Wait, what?
and as you kind of try to like because you feel the shadow within, and you try to like kind of go toward it and push it out, but as you do and you kind of make contact with it, instead of it pushing out, you feel it push against you, kind of as in like a familiar kind of greeting to you.
I
Almost.
pull away. Yeah, kill her. Or kill him. Oh wait, I was the one supposed to kill him. Never mind. I'm gonna just go stand in the corner.
There's
A
been
lot of
enough-
darkness in that one.
There's enough people dead today.
The force is strong with that one.
There's enough people dead this time. Karu, I agree that it's better for us to go as a group, but Zalgrim will come nowhere near my family.
Okay.
I don't know Zalgrim to even know where they are or who they are, assuming that he's never met them.
I do have
Yeah.
one, I guess, idea or question. Zach, you said that Epsilon, you were working for Epsilon to find shards.
Yeah.
Do you know of any other of their locations? Any ones that you find?
Have
Uh,
I know about that one in Phelan's bag.
Genius.
But I don't
Right.
know. Seth, do I?
high or low?
Step deciding. Oh, should I actually do this or no?
High or low?
Quick interjection. Quick
Uh-huh.
interjection. Like on
Uh,
high or low. How many shards did
high.
you guys have? Because I thought we gave him 2.
We have both of them.
You have both of
Oh,
them.
God.
So you have you
Yeah,
I
got
heard that, Ethan.
So we have two.
My bad.
Yeah.
And I
No,
have
no, no. I
one.
was saying good
Wait,
job.
do we have 3, right?
Yeah, so you have
Because-
one
The
back
third
in
one's with
Old
Mara.
Reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have 2 that you just got. So in total,
In my
the party has possession of 3.
How many are there?
6, right?
I think either 6 or 7. Yeah.
7. I think it was 7.
Or is it 5?
I don't know. Hold on.
It should be 8.
We learned this
Oh.
long
I
enough
thought
ago.
it was
But I
eight.
was
No.
taking notes, so
Do
hold
we,
on.
Do we know how many
I thought it was
Starlight
8.
shards there are?
We do.
It's
Look,
been a
look.
couple years,
Hold on.
guys.
Hold on. I was
I honestly
look,
haven't
listen,
been keeping track of the number, okay?
I was taking notes
Great
of this.
job.
This was something we found out long enough ago that it's going to be in my notes. Hold on one second.
Zalgrim had
Veruno,
one a blue moon
One with
ago.
Veruno.
Yeah, there was one in Veruno. One with like Veruno's
That was
backstory.
the one that Aegis took
yeah.
from us after we got
Yes.
it.
Yep. There was one that y'all got in Dampfield. That also
we
was
gave to
taken by
Aegis-
Aegis.
We also gave that one willingly to Aegis.
Yes.
Those are the 2 that he had.
Then you have the third one you got from the tribal lands.
That's the 3 that we have.
Is
feel like that's
Highland.
I think we have 8.
There was there one in Highland?
The guy with the sword, so is that using a shard or not?
That was not using a shard.
That was just him being controlled by
Epsilon.
Epsilon. Yeah.
So I think that's
It was
3 that
dope.
y'all have accounted for. I have in my brain the location of 2 others.
And so they're in Zalgrim's brain, right?
7.
There are 7? Okay, I thought it was 7.
7.
Oh, I thought it was
The,
7.
the, lore, the lore says that there were 7.
There are 7 strategies that all used.
Thank you, resident lore keeper Joseph.
Yes.
This is so. This is such old lore, dude. Like I
That
stopped.
probably-
I stopped taking notes in April of last
That
year.
probably feels good to be able to pull from, though, right, Josiah?
It does, but this is only gonna be for like really old stuff because I haven't taken notes in so long. What happened to me?
Fell off.
I don't know.
You got
There.
married?
How many pages?
I'm scholar, am I
You guys
right?
wanna know how many?
A 2-year campaign happened to you is what happened.
So these notes only cover about half of this campaign. You guys want to know how long the document
It's
is?
gonna be like
Oh
something
gosh.
insane, like 30-something pages.
62 pages.
Oh,
Holy crap!
Oh my god!
62 pages, 14-point high-tower text font, and bullet
oh my
points.
gosh.
Guys, we're old. We're aging.
Speak for yourself.
I need
And it's
a
only
hip
half the
replacement.
campaign. Imagine about
wait,
everything.
Wait.
Dude, that'd be well over like 120 pages.
We're not gonna repeat it. Wait. We can't repeat something, guys. Cade.
Yes.
Okay, making sure his mic. Making sure his mic worked this time. I was like, we're not having a repeat of no Cade.
So do I know the location of any others? I'm gonna go into my mind palace and I think
Roll,
really,
yeah,
really hard about it.
high or low.
Some sort of
Hi.
rumors.
There's other people in your mind palace is the problem.
You know what? I'll let you roll it this time. It's more. It's really.
It's like a
interesting.
mind group home.
It's mind share house.
What am I rolling?
That's
D100.
just called. That's just a fancy
Huh?
way of saying
D100.
schizophrenia.
Oh.
If it's above, if it's above 50, it's high. If it's 50 or below, it's low.
Yeah, 1 to
96.
50 and then 51.
That's pretty high.
Well, high.
That is a high one.
Hi, hi.
So,
Hi,
with your dealings with
hi.
Epsilon,
Hi.
you really, he kind of, you were only like ordered to go places, like go here, do that. If you were even told, mainly it was just he took over control and then off you went. So you don't really
Okay,
know
so
like
no.
the leads he was tracking or anything like that. But you do remember going somewhere eastish of the Jaded Wilds, of Old Region of Jaded Wilds, until you were stopped and turned around. You don't know why. You don't know where exactly you're going, but you're going there.
Okay. I'm just gonna repeat all that, pretty much word for word.
When was she turned around?
Time's a weird thing, especially when you're getting controlled like every other day.
Yep. You're a little brain zombie.
I just
East
want to
of the
know
Jaded
if
Wilds.
Hmm.
Where do I remember where the sun was at?
In
When I
the,
got
like
there?
in the sky.
Yeah. And do I remember like when I started my journey there?
I will say this,
And
and
then,
if
like-
y'all can pick up on how long this distance is, because I've mentioned it, then that'll be fantastic. It was about springish, early summertime
It's
when you
not the
returned
Zipset
around.
Mountains, is it?
What
No.
is
I
it
think
now?
it's like fall. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The only one I know about is the same one y'all know about, which is right over there.
So were you sent to Browmark?
No.
That is east of the Jaded Wilds. Fort Alden would be the
I
capital.
don't know. I don't know where I was.
Sorry, I said east, didn't I? I meant west.
Yeah.
Northwestern of the
Ooh.
Jaded Wilds.
Alright.
My bad.
Wait,
Sorry.
firstly,
I said
Brommark
I
is
had
not
directions.
even.
I had the directions wrong in my brain. too.
Brommark is
Hold on.
west.
Browmark is
Yeah,
west.
Brommark is west.
But it's south of the Jaded Wilds.
Browmark
Where's
is
the Jaded
west.
Wil- oh,
I
there
had
it is.
west in my brain.
Seth, you said east. Everything's east of the southeast of the Jaded Wilds.
Huh? I said northwest.
There is no northwest to the Jaded Wilds.
Northwest is the Highland Empire.
It's southwest.
Hold on.
Northwest would be the Highland Empire.
I swear, I made this map.
The Highland
northeast.
Empire is
Oh,
northeast.
that is northeast. I'm dumb.
Never eat
all-
soggy waffles.
Wait. The kingdom
Do
of
it matter.
Thalaire, or whatever the frick that is,
Never
off
eat
on the
salad.
northwest. There's a symbol.
Hold
I
on.
don't see anything, but I see a symbol.
Okay. Y'all, if anyone watching my stream, I have the map pulled up.
Yes.
I'm watching.
So you have north,
I just do
looking
it
at
all.
east, south, and west, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is Ulrich and the Jaded
Everything is
Wilds.
southeast.
This recording is
half
gonna go
encompassed.
so hard.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
let me turn that on so people can see it. There we go. This is the Jaded Wilds in north in like Ulrich, right? And she was
Mhm.
going
Mm,
to the west.
Northwest. Ah, I
That's
see.
east. Dude, are you pointing your cursor that way?
No, my cursor's just kind of sitting.
Northwest of the
cursor?
Jaded Wilds is the ocean.
And the Borealis Fields.
and the Balik Isles.
This area right here.
Okay, so the Jaded Wild, that's not part of the Jaded Wilds?
Jaded
The
Wilds
Jaded
is the
Wilds
wood
are like
part.
like right here.
It's separated by the river.
I see.
Yeah. So this is sometimes considered it. But for mainly, yeah, it's just this little bit right here.
I see. So the Borealis Field and the Balik Isles.
Yeah, I thought that whole region, that
Like
archipelago.
all of this.
Yes, I thought that was the Jaded Wilds. I thought the Borealis Fields was just a region within the Jaded Wilds. Does that make sense?
I was indeed of similar thought.
Yes.
So
and I
this-
feel like
this
that's just
section-
I feel like that's just bad name plate placement on my part then.
So is the kingdom of Thalaire supposed to be in
No,
the Borealis Field?
that's just the name because I don't think me and Nate ever named the kingdom of the underground. We just call it the underwater kingdom.
Oh,
So
oh,
I
that's
slapped
the
a name on
underground
it
area.
and I was like, all right, there you go.
I see. That's the underground area where we found.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Underwater.
So is Ravenwoods part of the
Stellare?
Highland
Yeah.
Empire?
All right.
Is that?
Huh?
That is so bright. Is Ravenwoods
To the
ti-
north.
part of the Highland Empire?
Yes.
Okay.
This
see that
this
then-
see, I'm
then-
saying like
then
see
it-
that
then it is
this,
labeled
this
weirdly.
is the Highland
Yeah,
Empire.
then
Like I
it is
said, it's just
labeled
bad
weirdly.
nameplate placement on my part.
Okay.
Well, this isn't a political map, so
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
It's just a
Gotcha.
map.
Okay.
It's a topographical.
And it's
Understood.
also gone through like 3 different revisions.
Yeah.
This is the most recent one, but yeah,
It is understood.
it is by no means perfect. And I don't know why it's so bright in
I
Discord.
wonder if I have the
I don't
original
Yeah,
know
it's a
why.
fun
when we drew it on MS Paint.
Because like this isn't that bright. Actually, kind of is. Why is it so bright?
It's never been like that. There's a
Alright.
yellow border around it.
Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, that's because of it's gone now. Because
There it
of
is. It's not bright
OBS.
anymore.
Oh, no, it was OBS that was doing that then.
OBS was
That's
doing
so
that.
weird. Okay, well. That's the direction that she was going, that Zalgrim was going.
Ah,
Northwest.
we knew that the
Yeah.
first time.
That was easy. I was going northwest.
So the Borealis Fields.
Perhaps.
And you were under the control of Epsilon,
Yes.
and you are no longer under the control of Epsilon.
Not at this moment, no.
Is
she's
there a
not doing
trigger?
the funny voice.
Yeah, I'm sure I'd sound much cooler
Ah,
if
yes. Is there a trigger for you that you have noticed, or when is the last time you've been under the control of Epsilon?
That's a good question. Do I know?
Like earlier today or a day ago. Like not long.
It definitely
Less than
wasn't
24
long
hours.
ago. Probably
They're
like
fine.
after I had my breakfast this morning.
So we can't trust this man.
Not really.
How could you promise us our safety?
I can only say that I've seen some of the things that this group can do. And I doubt that little old me could do anything. And I can promise you that I would never knowingly harm anyone here.
Yes, but if you are under the control of Epsilon, you
Knowingly.
can still harm at least one.
Knowingly. Well, I can't. I can only tell you that I'm a weapon right now.
If you were to
Probably
stay,
just
I would
safer for us
propose
to let you go.
either letting you go, restraining you, or sending you back.
As long as you feed me, I'm cool with the restraint.
I don't know, he has claws. He could probably chew through rope.
We should have Briar
Yeah,
watch him.
probably.
Could you?
Oh yeah. Is she with y'all?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I
She's
haven't met
been
you
like
either,
this the
but
whole time.
I'm zoned
There's
out.
a very other important topic we need to talk. I'll turn to Briar. Briar, how are you doing?
I'm feeling a little used right now. Kind of confused.
What happened?
Aegis kind of messed with my head a little bit. I mean, I'm sure you heard me talk to him at the end there, but I guess my purpose was to kill Phelan if things went wrong, and things did go wrong, and now I feel confused as to who I am.
Yeah. It's very terrible.
Where are you
You're not
from, Zalgrim?
woke, are you, Briar?
Yeah. What?
Where are you from,
I said you're
Zalgrim?
not woke, are you, Briar?
Were we talking to Zalgrim?
I am talking to Zalgrim now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm going.
But I'm talking to Briar.
This is gonna be so much fun.
And it's the same voice. It doesn't help. Anyway,
Maybe you could just like everyone like after the end of every sentence you can just flick your tongue out like a lizard.
Or you could do what I did
know?
and just. This is one person.
Yeah.
This is the other person.
Which
Yeah,
direction is
yeah.
Zalgrim and which direction is Briar?
This can be Zalgrim.
No.
That works.
Put a sock
pretty-
on your hand.
Yeah, that'd be cute. I could hold my picture up. You asked where Zalgrim's from? I can't. Hold on, wait. Hey Seth.
Yes.
Where am I from?
What would be a good like place that you say would be a lot of
a good
wolves?
A lot of wolves?
Yeah.
know- Yeah, you remember?
I remember
Zalgrim is-
now. I remember.
I don't remember.
Either
I'm
the,
Zalgrim.
Zalgrim's raised by wolves.
either the dense woods, of the Highland Empire. In fact, let's go back to the map.
Frick, it's Briar.
Is it Brian
Put it
actually?
back on the screen.
Uh-huh.
What the frick? OBS doesn't do anything. All right. Either the dense wood of the Highland Empire, some of the woods found in the Jaded Wilds, or some of the fields to the north. I guess those would be the most dense population of wolves. Would probably be the Highland Empire.
No wonder I didn't
The
like
Highland
Zalgrim.
Empire.
You're a
That's
Highland-
that's where like the
gosh.
most dense
Highland
population
trash.
of wolves would be.
You're a Highlander?
Yes. Yeah, so I was raised by wolves.
I burn him on the spot. I'm
Wolves?
Of
kidding.
course there.
As in-
Yeah.
Is that a phrase? Is that a Highland phrase for politicians or?
No. You know the animal?
Yes, I know the animal.
Yeah, wolves.
Are you? You may.
Zalgrim was literally raised by wolves, Heffel.
How does that work? How do you know to speak? How are you not more
Just
beast
how.
than man?
I don't know. So, long story short, my nest was raided when I was but a pup.
Where was your nest?
I don't know.
Seth,
Hey, well,
where
they're
was her
talking about-
nest?
Hey, well, they're talking to Zalgrim.
wasn't-
Talk to Briar.
It wasn't. Oh my gosh! It wasn't. it wasn't far away from where the wolves were. A bunch of Kanku came and raided our nest and just
Raised
started
by wolves.
stealing the eggs and
The survival instinct
That's
nature
Kinku for
may
they're
be
the worst.
because of your parents, if you will.
What did you say?
Well,
Don't worry about it.
So basically,
so Briar,
my egg just fell out of the air into a pile of fur, as my parents told me,
Odd.
and they raised me as their own.
Now, what is Briar saying to Thunar?
so Briar,
Yes, Thunar.
I can't imagine having to go through all that, but you know we're here. We are all here for you.
That means a lot.
What do you want to do? I mean, we know who you are. You're Briar.
There's a lot of
I
things
don't
that you
think-
don't know about me, Thunar.
No. I know you're a Briar, and that it took Aegis making you to doing something to do all of that. So that was not Briar. That was Aegis.
I don't know how certain of that I am, though.
You were manipulated just as much as I was, Briar. Albeit in a different way, but you were still manipulated.
Yeah.
I don't hold it against you, is what I tried to say. I know would not have been your intention.
There were just things that were part of me that I thought were me, but now I don't know. If it ever was. Or if it was always Aegis.
Tombstone will walk over to Briar, look up at her, go, "Do you still want to kill us?"
I only ever wanted to kill Phelan.
Do you still want to kill Phelan?
No.
Then it's all good. Even if you don't know who you are. Even if you're still figuring that out. Even if it's hard to reconcile the parts of yourself that you've now mysteriously discovered. Doesn't matter to us. Whoever you become, you are one of us. And that will never change.
I appreciate that. Well, I guess I'll start trying to discover things I enjoy. Outside of what I thought I did before. Oh well. And I don't know if it matters, but just for context. I don't think Briar wants to kill Phelan, but because of the state that her mind is in, it's kind of like an underlying, like, craving, or like a good idea, or a suggestion, like an intrusive thought. So while she doesn't necessarily want to kill him, it is going to be on her mind, because it's literally been ingrained in it.
The intrusive thoughts. Most people's intrusive thoughts are to jump off bridges and buildings, but Zalgrim says, kill your friends.
Oh, it's Briar.
Briar.
Zalgrim's too, though.
Hey, kill your
They
friends.
have
Zalgrim's
to
Zalgrim
just-
doesn't kill his friends.
Just
No,
other people.
he
Yes, I'm
saves
so
them
many
by
friends.
killing a lot of people.
Oh my gosh.
Civilians. A number.
Children.
A statistic.
Okay, I'm Zalgrim again. I just gotta tell y'all I'm Zalgrim holding my hand up.
That's fine. That's fine.
Do they?
And he's gonna turn to Phelan and kind of like back up because, you know, obviously there's some tension there. And Phelan, I know obviously you're stressed out. You seem like you've had a hard day. And I don't know exactly what all went down. But I want to remind you that we left off on good terms. And I told you that I would never doubt this group again. And I think that we're strong enough to undo whatever's going on, to destroy Epsilon if need be. And if that requires taking me out, whatever. But it's not ever my intent to harm this group. I will never doubt you again, and I was scared the first time. I was worried for our survival when I burned down that house. But if it takes me dying alongside all of you to prove that I would never do it again, I'd do it 20 times over.
We did leave on the best of terms that it could have been for the situation. And I'm not saying that that's not the case still. But there is no we in this Zalgrim. You still have to pay for what you did. And
I'm
I know you
totally
know
fine
that.
with that.
And I know you know that.
Yeah.
But you also do not realize that you represent a threat right now that we have to figure out how to deal with best. Not of your volition. Obviously, it's not. Epsilon is not something you can. I mean, you could choose, but Epsilon can do what he wants, which is what makes this very difficult.
Right. We're on the same page there.
But I'm not going to kill you or try to kill you or encourage anyone else in this group to try to kill you.
Poof!
I apologize for my
Good.
outburst, but
It's okay. It's been a long day, buddy.
nonetheless, point still stands. And it's all the same to you all. I would very much like to get back to my family right now. And so we either need to figure out what to do with this so that we can get moving.
Well, she does seem to have some information that can help us.
We already just had a sleeper agent. I don't know if we want to go into another sleeper agent situation. I don't know if that's just
But at
me.
least this time we know she's a sleeper agent.
Yeah, but you know, knowing someone could kill you at any second versus not knowing someone could kill you at any second doesn't stop them from killing you in a second.
That's fair.
If
So
we
Laura's not died yet.
take the necessary precautions, it's hard to believe that one lizard could kill all of us.
I mean, I believe you could, and you're one lizard.
Oh, that's because I'm Doomstone, Spitfighter extraordinaire.
His voice trails off in the background as Karu keeps talking.
it zooms out.
But
Do you want to take my weapons?
I guess my point is the precaution and maybe even risk we can take might be worth the rewards. If Epsilon was sending her to this place, potentially for a shard, then it might still be there. And if we go and get it, that's another shard that we have that he doesn't.
You make a good point.
And while
But-
I don't know exactly how to get the information, all I know is that, well, Isha was able to get information from Epsilon due to his possession. Who's to say Zalgrim can't do something similar?
He probably could,
But isn't he watching us?
but we have to remember that
Those
that
eyes.
communication works both ways.
Yes.
Whatever information, yes, Zalgrim can get information, and I think that that's important. We definitely need it. But if Zalgrim is to go with us or be around us, then that's just information going right back to Epsilon. I think we can get all the information we need from Zalgrim while Zalgrim's behind bars, where Zalgrim cannot be a danger to anyone. being kept
she'll
under
just
lock
get
and key.
broken out again, but like that's
Mhm.
not our fault that he's gonna get broken out again. Like it's better that he gets broken out and has to hunt us down on his own than him just hunt us down.
Well, do you
I don't know. It's
think Zalgrim would hunt us down?
yeah.
Not Zalgrim.
Zalgrim was getting controlled. Yeah, this is not a question of if I forgive Zalgrim for whatever they did. I don't really care. The thing is, I just don't want to have another sleeper agent around. If we could find a way to get rid of the shadow, that would be amazing. I would welcome Zalgrim back, but as it is, it's really, really risky. And
No,
I
the
don't
only-
think the cost-benefit analysis weighs out.
The only person that we've known that was able to dispel one of these spirits was I'll guess you're to the stairs down.
He's dead now.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I don't really know how Thunar, you're a holy man. Do you know if you could banish these spirits?
Buddy,
These shadows?
Phelan, brother. I didn't know I was magical until a month ago.
Yeah,
Sam,
like a
you were
big
raised
handful
from
of
the
weeks
dead, were you
ago.
not?
I was raised from the dead.
What
yes.
if you had a shard then Thunar? Because we all know that you were able to use it one time. Do you think that with a shard you could do it?
I would like to hold the record for best shard user again. You've stolen it from me.
Hmm.
Do you think that you even have that ability?
I'm Thunar. I have many abilities unbeknownst to me.
Some would consider to be unnatural.
No, most of them were naturally born abilities, as we've previously discussed, but only two
Oh,
of them
right,
are magic.
Right.
Remember?
It just struck a chord with me. Story I heard somewhere one time.
I was involuntary response. I don't know what.
Sen, how were you reincarnated?
I did think I see that. Trevor.
I saw a shadow, and I walked towards it. Then I became a shadow. I found myself waking up in service of the Highland Empire and employed myself as an assassin and spy.
How could we replicate that on Aegis?
On Aegis?
Was it Aegis who dispels it? I thought that we were referencing, right?
Aegis dispelled it.
But there's a difference between, trying to raise someone from the dead that, was just a little bit burnt like me,
Mm-hmm.
and someone who
We still have his remains.
right, but once the head
Havel.
is detached, only true resurrection
I don't
works.
understand magic too well. I've only seen it in action.
Wait.
Havel.
Wait. I know we must do. If fire got send
Do not know.
it's only fitting for Zalgrim.
Thunar, pause, please, because I think I might have a better idea.
I don't think
Is this
any of
Briar or
those
Zalgrim
work.
speaking?
No, Zalgrim.
Those are both
Okay,
terrible.
now
ideas.
hear me out.
How
You're
is this
probably
a
not going to
terrible
want
idea?
this to happen. It's totally fine. But if we are able to use the shard to get the spirit out of me, I could tell you all how to use it.
How to use what?
The Starlight Shard. I know you've mastered it already. Watched you going crazy with it.
I have no interest really.
Neither do
I don't care about you teaching us.
Thunar's
I
also
just
mastered it.
All I need to do is fetch it.
getting the shard, getting the shadow out of you has nothing to do with us trying to bargain with you and get something for it. That just has to do with protecting us.
No, I'm not trying to bargain with you. I'm trying to see if I don't know about the shard yet. I haven't touched it, but it might have
Mhm.
the power to.
You won't touch the shard either.
Okay,
It's out of the
that's fine.
question.
I don't want to
Yeah, I
hold
mean,
it or
if you want to
anything.
cast Identify, I
Wanna
could just
touch
do it too.
Hear
That's
me
fine
out.
You
with
don't really
me.
have any weight over us on that one.
I have
Sorry,
holy
I don't-
water.
ignored your
I don't
question.
necessarily want to touch it. I just want to know if the shard could actually help. That doesn't need to be me. If you want to cast Identify, you go ahead.
No, I'm good.
No, okay.
Havel, in response to your
Yes.
question of why I think
I
that's
cast
that is not a
Identify.
good
That's a spell
idea.
shard.
I'm gonna. As far as I can tell, you are usually a very smart man.
Yes,
Okay.
I just...
Sin's return as part shadow, he has some sort of connection to Epsilon that we have, we have spoken of.
Understood.
So, if we were to try to replicate that process somehow with Aegis and make him a part shadow person, Aegis the one who we killed, Aegis the one who was not our friend and
You
our
would make him
enemy.
more powerful.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes.
Ignore my comment.
Good. All ideas are ideas.
Gage.
Is it a magical effect possession?
Hmm?
Yes.
Is it cast at a high level?
I'd say so.
To be this long, it'd have to be very high level.
Thuna. I will give Thunar a shard. Just. I don't know if you have anything. Just
Who-
try something.
Who has to make the ability check? Does Epsilon have to make the ability check?
What are
For
you
what?
trying to do?
Oh.
Dispel magic with a shard.
Is the shadow magic?
That's
be.
what I was asking.
Question.
Give me
It's
the
Worth
shard.
it.
figure out
It's
a
worth
lot
it.
of
It's
back-
worth a
it's
shot.
worth
Pretty
a
sure
shot.
it's probably divinity if I had to guess.
Give me
Oh, it's
Like
divine. It's
special-
not magic.
give me
I
the
mean,
give me
hey,
two shards. Actually.
It's not like it's a problem with. I give you one. We have no idea what will happen if you try to use two. Stop trying to
I
one up me,
will
Thunar.
surpass my limits.
So
I handled
There's no
one.
problem with
while you
attempting
were-
to do dispel magic. I mean, if not, at worst, he just loses a spell slot before we go to
Thunar,
bed.
if you do this, roll me an Arcana check.
Can I have two shards?
Yes.
Please.
Oh, two
God.
shards.
Can you roll Arcana twice?
How
Because he
can
has
we
two
help
shards.
him?
I don't know. If
Encouraging
you really
words
can.
of wisdom.
I will try to
Does it
They
have
seek
to be
out.
Arcana?
I will try to seek out the shadow within Zalgrim once more and point it out and direct it, so he
Wait,
can
wait, I have a
focus his dispel magic at it.
I have a question. If it's magic, I get Arcana. If it was divinity, I would be bargaining for wisdom.
It'd probably be if it was if massive if, because spoiler alert, it's not. It would have been a religion check. But it's magic.
Oh, that's still in.
Wait,
Yeah.
how dare you? It can't be magic. It's not allowed.
Oh yeah. I wish.
So
I had-
roll on Arcana, and with Sin's help, do it with advantage.
Let's go.
Thunar really using his full
14.
brain right now.
Is that with advantage?
14. Yes.
Mm.
Yikers.
It was a 1 and a 14. That was close, guys. Thanks for the advantage.
Oh.
So
Thunar
Sorry.
smartest
Runs,
moment.
man.
Let me double check
Smartest
it. Hold
thing
on, hold on.
is a
Let me
14.
double check real quick. I don't think I have it. Hold on.
Inspiration?
Important
Thunar's
roll.
smartest moment.
Oh wait.
Thunar's smartest moment is a 14.
I am going to use my last remaining sorcery points to use Ben Luck, that will allow you to add a D4 to your roll.
Oh my gosh.
So I have to roll. I think I have to roll it
Roll
now.
4.
I have to roll a D4.
Oh, you had to roll a d4? I thought I
I have
rolled
to
it.
roll a D4
So I got 14.
plus 3.
Okay.
So to a 17.
17?
17.
Gonna be close.
Thunar. As
And
you
I would like to
can't
at third
cast-
level.
at third level, as you reach out, right? You try to use these shards. You're not really sure how they work. You're not sure how Phelan's been doing it. But you've used a shard
I've done it
before.
once.
You've done it once.
Mhm.
Might as well just try it again. As you hold the 2 shards in both of your hands, your vision almost explodes, right? As you see these kind of corporeal lines in the air sprouting from one of both hands, right? Like they both kind of sprout from your hands as they flow through the air and just kind of, like I said, just kind of are translucent as they flow all around you, hundreds of thousands of them as they go around. They're kind of almost bluish in color, kind of like a blue tint. But one of them is dark. Kind of like a black, wispy, shadowish color. And it's going from Zalgrim to somewhere. It just kind of extends from Zalgrim, and then it kind of goes off through the walls and just tapers off out of sight.
Okay. That one.
And so you focus on it, and as you see, Sin is over there, and it's almost as if kind of like the line is going, and you pretty much have Sin have this like stirring up of energy almost inside of Zalgrim that you see, as he's pretty much pointing, "Hey, here it is." And so you try to dispel the magic and push
Yep.
it out. Zalgrim,
Yep. 3rd level.
as you see Thunar standing there, the shards beginning to kind of glow in his hands as he's sitting there. This won't help anything in the long run. You hear in your head.
I'm not listening.
You are a mere drop in the bucket. If you think you would have had any consequence with me staying with you, you are sorely mistaken.
A drop in the bucket you're about to kick.
If by kicking the bucket, it would have plunged the world into a flood, then I'd quite like that.
Was yapping too much.
What a sneeze.
Found the shadow. I found a demon.
And Zalgrim sneezes, Epsilon out. I'm just kidding. Do you have to roll for it? Because
Until-
technically, if it's 4th or higher.
No, third or lower. It's out.
Wait, so
Fourth
Yeah,
or
if
higher,
4th
you
or
gotta
higher,
roll.
you have to roll.
who, me or you?
You. He didn't. Seth.
You.
Carter does.
Carter.
No, Carter does.
Carter has to roll.
No.
No,
Mhm,
Carter has to roll.
roll.
It's like counter spell. You make an ability check.
Oh.
But it adds your spell casting DC, right? Like your spell
Your
casting
spellcasting
modifier?
modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah. you
Add it to
spellcast.
the roll. Usually.
So it's an Arcana with the spell casting modifier applied? Or is it just a D20
No,
roll?
it's a D20 plus. It's a
Okay.
make an ability check using your spellcasting ability, and it's 10 plus the spell's level. If it's over 3rd.
Hold up. Choose one
So you have to
creature.
roll
on
at least a
command.
14.
Yeah.
Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Oh yeah, because I'm casting it. Yeah, okay, anything 4th or lower or 3rd or lower ends because I'm casting it at level 3.
Yeah, 4th or higher
And
is
so
you
I
gotta roll.
have to hit a. What do I roll? Oh,
D20.
A D20,
Fourth
and then
level,
add your...
it's a 14.
Yeah.
What's my spellcasting modifier? 3.
Yeah, whatever your modifier is on your spells list.
I gotta roll a D20.
Mm-hmm.
Ability check, buddy.
Oh,
Hmm.
like a 4, bro.
So 4 plus 4, so 8. So it only ends if it's a 3rd level spell.
There's no way I can help like from inside my mind, is there?
Yes, I'm safe inside my mind.
I will allow advantage.
Yay!
Oh, okay. So just roll once more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
roll
because he's
another one.
using the
Yeah,
star.
I was about to say
Slur.
he's using a
Sounds
shard.
Yeah.
He's using 2 shards actually.
13. So plus
16.
Plus
4,
3.
or plus 3, excuse
Plus
me,
3.
is 16.
So that would be a
Which
6th
beats
level
the
spell.
13.
Oof, it's close.
So if it's a 6th level spell or less, then it's out.
Wait, what?
Yikes.
The
It's
DC
close.
is equal to 10 plus the spell's level. So if you meet the spell's level plus 10, then the spell will end. The
So if
magic
it's 7th,
ends.
8th, or 9th level spell, then it doesn't dispel.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a close one. It's usually this kind of level spell for
Oh, it's 10
enthrallment
plus
over a
the
long time.
level. It's hold on. It's 10 plus the level of.
Of the spell
his
you're trying to
spell.
dispel. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I'm trying to. So his spell.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, not your spell.
Rip.
Zalgrim,
Yeah.
in your mind, you hear the voice return. Tell me, what is power to you?
I'm not sure. I've never really had any.
And slowly, as you hear a response, kind of a voice going to say something, you hear it fade away.
Good.
As Thunar, seeing these lines and this black line, slowly you see it start to pull back as the darkness kind of falls at bay, and with like a small push of yourself, the cloud kind of inside withers away, but the line stays.
Oh,
It's faded. It's not as strong as it was before.
It's faint.
It's faint, yes, but it's still there.
all right. So how much exhaustion did I take for that?
No exhaustion, but it does take up all the spell slots that you used.
Did it work?
He definitely has less control over me now, but he's still there. He was trying to talk to me in my head, and I couldn't hear him at the end, so I think that's a good thing.
I thought he was just saying the magic line was there, not that the
Wait, was
shadow
that a question to me, or was that a question to?
It was a question to them. This is now a question to you. Did I mishear it? Were you saying that the shadow disappeared, but the magic line was still there, or that the shadow didn't disappear, just faded a little bit?
Sorry, my mom came in right when I was getting ready to spawn.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I mean,
I guess to describe it better, the line came into her, and inside was like this shadow, like tumultuous shadow inside. That shadow inside of her completely gone, but the line is still there.
Mm.
doesn't everybody have a line though, right?
Everyone has, yeah, I will say, Thunar would see, and you have seen also, that everyone has this kind of faint, translucent blue line connecting between them and the shards.
Mm-hmm.
But the only black line you saw was to Zalgrim. Thunar. I forgot about this, so I also add it. You see another line, a purple line, going between Sin and somewhere else. You don't know where.
Is it the same somewhere else, like same direction? Or
No, different direction.
Weird.
So
my
Zalgrim
mom.
still has the black
I was
line
literally
going off
thinking
of
that.
her.
I was like, it's his mom.
So Zalgrim still has the black line going off of him.
That's what Thunar would see.
Okay, so it's not like it didn't. Okay.
It kind
Dang
of.
it! So it didn't fool you. Dang.
Yeah, I can't hear him right now, though. He was trying to talk to me. Lost reception.
Well, good try, Thunar. It worked somewhat. So, did you see them? Did you see the lines?
Was it like a lot of lines, or just like one individual line going to each person, or was it like a net?
There were a lot of lines, right? You see, like they so much so they kind of like obscure, like it was really hard to trace one line from the but they all came from the shards, and each person had one going to them.
Were the lines like tighter than net, or like was it
No,
like
it's kind of like a drifty kind of like flowy line,
like a
not tight.
like a linen? Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, like
Like a
were the
ball of
lines
yarn.
spaced out though.
Oh, like how
They're not
tightly packed were
evenly-
they?
They're not
Yeah,
evenly
like-
spaced,
like-
or
Like
I mean-
sheen fabric or like net?
Like I'd say more fabric, like if you were to
Yeah, okay.
if you were to see this and like take a large step back, it just looked like a flowing wave of these lines.
The lines, there's so many and they're so abundant that it looks like a fabric almost.
Kinda, yeah. If you could see each and every individual strand.
Well, that's the thing is like you don't see all of them. They just look like something together.
I mean, you were close enough to them to where you could see like most of the.
He's saying if you zoomed out.
Yeah,
it would
if you
look
like
a
zoomed
fabric.
out, it would look.
But where
just-
we're standing, you're seeing like you're like shrunk down inside of the fabric.
Yeah, it's like
You see
know,
the
a couple
fibers.
here- Yeah.
yeah, all the individual lines and.
Yeah,
It's just
fabric
the
fibers.
sheer like amount of them that you saw was. It was really hard to like trace one without getting lost with another.
You're like
Yeah,
an ant.
Definitely trying to trace them.
You're like an ant on a really fine Egyptian linen sheet.
I saw them
Let my
Blue.
people go.
black, purple.
But black and purple. Where did you see those? I've only seen blue lines.
Black from Zalgrim somewhere. Purple from Sin to somewhere else.
It's my favorite color.
Not to the shard at all?
Not to the shard at all?
No.
Nope. No. I just look off in the direction.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm ready to go. After whatever all that was.
Oh, that stupid character development and plot. Ugh.
Sorry.
It's time for me to talk
Annoying.
about how my dad is a god.
Cringe.
Sorry.
Now to explain why my character is overpowered. I'm so
Right,
good at
so-
min-maxing.
Okay, sorry.
Fair enough.
So. What's the choice?
I guess we go.
I guess if I have a purple line, then I shouldn't be mad just because she has a black line. That'd be pretty racist. Or linist.
It's really woke of you, Sam.
I retract my statement.
I trust Thunar's abilities. If he thinks that he's expelled it, at least for the time being, then
I
I'll
have no
follow
idea.
Thunar's judgment. Did you see whatever it was disappear? Did you, or what happened? Like, do
Oh,
you think
I
that?
saw a big nasty jumble inside her go away.
Do you want me to go back inside and check?
Sure.
All right.
Roll it.
Maybe this time. You would think the bard is doing better on rolls. 17.
And as you reach inside and you feel around, that familiar power you saw from before is no longer there.
Can I tap in? Make him my slave.
How would you want to
Evil.
do that?
I'm just kidding. So I just want one more person to have a purple line. I don't like I'm the only one with your purple line.
Pulls out some food coloring.
I go into her mind palace and I decorate everything purple and then leave.
Okay, cool.
Next time you go into your mind palace, Algrim, it's a lot of purple.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, it's gone, guys. I did see a weird thing in there, like that the interior of their mind palace was like very well decorated. I feel like, and maybe another life, Zalgrim was a woman.
I'm a stylish lizard.
It's fair.
Okay. I'm just gonna say it because it'd be much easier to say it rather than type it. To clarify, because Carver asked me a very good clarifying question. They weren't all on the same plane. Some went out, some kind of like arced over each other. It was more just like a general mess. But none of them went like straight up or like straight down. Although some did angle upward and angle downward. None of them.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
these things we could like follow?
So the world is not a sphere.
It's a flat circle.
Or rather, it doesn't travel through the ground.
Could we just be moderates where it's just like half a circle? And...
It's just
That's
a
fair.
lens.
Semicircle.
It's a lenticular world.
Yeah.
Hey, you Mr. Flying Man, you've been up in the sky, and you've never seen a circle, have you? Flat Earth, proven.
Wow.
All right.
Are we still standing in the laboratory?
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Everyone's
Yeah.
still in the lab room.
I'll look around at everybody. I'm sure that there's a lot of scrapes, scratches, torn clothes, and all that kind of crap.
Oh yeah.
A couple
Um,
of singe marks too.
Ouch.
can we
That
go?
wasn't directed toward you.
I think we should probably go and get some rest. I need some rest if nothing else.
Don't forget to check in with your mom.
Well, that's where I'm going before I rest.
Good.
I need to.
It's my new job to tell him to check in with his mom.
I need Karu to tell me where he thinks Waylon would take them, and then we'll go there.
All right. As he'll
As long as
start.
Zalgrim.
Yes.
Seth, can I retcon something I did last week?
Sure.
I don't think Tombstone would have gone down and chopped off the heads of the people that were already dead.
Okay. That's a easy retcon.
Get out your
It's
cell-
a
get out
minor
your cell
detail.
and
Yeah.
That I just like didn't want to have happen because I didn't feel like that's something I would
Didn't
have
didn't
done.
sit well with you.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. So
pay for it
during that
later.
entire conversation, Tombstone didn't have a head under his arm or anything.
Yeah.
I guess it's
That
a good thing we
would've
never
gotten
made a
tired.
mention
really
of it.
distracting.
That would have gotten so tiring. Your forearm strength must be crazy.
Insane grip strength. Okay. But no, that's
Yeah,
good.
but
That's fine. That's fine.
We can continue. Yeah.
All right. So, Karu will lead everyone out, and as you leave the room and subsequently the building you're in, the college campus is completely empty, silent.
Oh, I forgot about the repercussion of our actions. Valen, run.
Why?
Wait.
Just Palin.
Stay.
A little far off, you'll see like small groups of like 2 or 3 walking about.
Is it still? What time is it?
It's like late, probably about looking into the sky. Quick estimate, kind of based off your own internal clock too. Maybe about 1 a.m.
Might be a party.
Here is it.
Just keep making my way. I walk with Sunar and Karu. So, where do you think we should go?
Well, I'm assuming you looked at Thunar and everyone else who talked to Waylon and them. I'm assuming that y'all didn't give him an exact place to go.
No, I told him I didn't want to know.
That's a good call. Good call. My guess is that he probably would have started to go probably east toward the woods.
East.
Toward the woods. Probably would have gone there for a bit. That's at least where he went the first time he had to leave the city, but I suppose if we go east a bit, we'll find him not too far out. It was pretty dark, so I probably would have just left the city and then camped out.
I hope he's not that easy to find.
As you start to walk that direction. Going eastward, you kind of have to walk through the city a bit. So you pass a few familiar sites that y'all been throughout this time, like a couple of taverns y'all stayed at, that y'all been to, tried to get information from. Until finally you break out of the city and kind of start going on a, not a road per se, more like a trail leading eastward. Into not too far away, probably good, like, maybe hour walk, you see a flickering light in the distance.
It sounds like a short rest for Caitlin, by the way.
My husband doing his job.
Short. If you want to take a short rest during this time, you can.
All of us or just Caitlin?
Everyone.
Warlocks be like,
Do we reset our maximum HP during this rest, Seth?
What was that?
Do we reset our maximum HP during this rest?
No,
No.
it's a short rest.
No.
It gives me the option. But, you
Sure.
know.
I don't think.
What? No.
Wait,
I don't think we.
No, I refuse.
really? Nah, shoot,
you
I'll
reset?
take
I have
Can-
the option.
you can roll hit dice to heal during a short rest, but you can't like go to maximum automatically.
It can
No,
do
he's
that
saying
for
he's
me.
saying reset max HP. So if you had an effect that lowered your
Oh.
max HP, it would undo that.
Whatever effect that comes from
Mm,
usually tells you what the
understand.
time period is.
Yeah.
So no hit die.
Nobody had their max
You
health
get hit die.
reduced.
You can do hit die.
I mean, if you want to.
Definitely do hit die.
What
Yeah,
are you
how
What are you
much hit die?
asking?
Do
Is it-
you use 10? I have the same thing on
Okay.
mine.
I do
Okay,
too.
okay, okay.
Stream
Yeah,
your
but you don't have to
screens.
do that.
So, you can roll hit die for
You
short
don't need to
rest.
do that.
You don't need to though. It's not required. But
This.
what he's saying is yes.
Yeah, don't roll any hit
Reset
die.
maximum
How
HP
many hit die do you want
changes.
to roll?
Oh wait,
Okay. E-tip. Yeah, during a short rest, you can roll as many of your hit dice as you want. You have at our level, you have 10 hit dice. So you can roll up to all 10 of your hit dice to see how much health you can get back.
but
They do not regenerate that
That's
quickly.
a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Yes.
only
Why?
half of them regenerate every long
And
rest.
there's no need to take a short
Every
rest
long
if you
rest?
think we're about to take a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless
Sorry.
you are.
I needed to learn something about short rest.
Unless
the
you
reason
are
we
a
just now
warlock.
started
Yeah,
taking
I know we've
I did too.
never
kind
taken
of
short
avoided them.
rests.
Yes, we're about to
No
take a
one
long
in
rest.
D&D
So
does.
Titan form.
health
I'm
wise,
taking
we
a
don't.
regular short rest.
Yeah. Health wise, we don't
Just
need
in
it because
case.
we're gonna take a long rest. But like warlock wise, spell
Short
spell
rests
stuff.
are like really
short rest.
helpful for like dungeon crawls, but
Yeah.
we haven't really done a long,
no one
long
actually does
dungeon
that.
crawl. And like, I think the last quote unquote
That's the
dungeon
main
crawl we did.
complaint about
Yeah.
5e. So they thought people would be doing short rests because the original D&D, it was supposed to be 9 combat encounters between every long rest, and that's not how people do
insane.
things.
Yeah. No, we don't do that.
That's how
I
I
don't know what kind
DM.
of combat they're running.
I love
Ours
short
is too
rests.
hard for that.
Hey, I believe
I
in
just
you.
haven't
If
given
there's
y'all
anyone
a
who can
proper
do it, it's
dungeon
Colton.
yet.
Yet.
You forgot the one where
I've said too much.
Tombstone ate a rock.
That was like a small dungeon.
You also
Let's be fair.
forgot the time loop
It
dungeon.
lasted 2
That
sessions.
wasn't
Oh,
a
God.
dungeon, but was a dungeon.
It's a dungeon for my soul.
That was so much
I will
fun.
formally apologize for all of those who were hyper that session. That was torture. That must have been
Which
torturous for
one?
y'all.
Which
Oh my
one was
gosh.
The
short
time
rest?
loop mansion.
Yeah.
I had no clue what was going on.
No,
I
I
loved
think
that
wait,
session.
were we
Gross
just
time
messaging the
ever.
whole time?
Everyone in
Someone just
person
kept
loved
dying.
it. but everyone not in person, I'm so sorry.
Thunar was
Yeah,
having the
I
best
clocked
day of his
out
life.
after like hour
Thunar,
5.
Thunar's. I
You
can't
say
be killed
hour
on
5.
Thunar.
It was definitely
clocked
hour
out.
2, Ethan, because I was with
I
you.
clocked out hour 2, and I think we were.
Y'all
next
just
to
kept
each
saying,
other,
"Oh,
right?
hey, Mr. Bear." It just started playing.
That's exactly what we resorted to. Oh, Mr. Bear.
Sorry to
It
bring
was-
up that
It was
that
really.
pain, that wound.
I forgot about Mr. Bear.
I did.
That was really that.
Yeah,
I was with
person,
Ethan recently,
I
and he just
felt
went like,
blue ball to Mr. Bear.
I'll say.
"Seth, I haven't forgiven you for Mr. Bear yet." Just out of the
I
blue,
did.
just completely unrelated to what we were talking about.
I think, like being in person, and after like finally figuring it out, I think that was one of the most satisfying like figure out the answers ever because it took us so long. Even though it was really frustrating,
I
I
still
still
like
think that
the
was probably the most satisfied I've ever
I
felt.
still
with
like
company
Carter's
finding it.
timeline that he wrote.
I just went to sleep
Did read a
afterwards.
timeline.
Very upset.
Online, I was like, they were like, yeah, we solved it. I was like, there was something to solve?
Tombstones.
It was
Thunar
insane.
solved that one too.
Anyways, short rests, long
I'm just
sessions,
winning.
and puzzles aside, you are approaching a flickering light in the distance.
Do we see any like
Figures
any
around it.
details? Any figures around the light?
I would say as you kind of walk closer, you'll find 3. Just want to make sure I got the number right. 3 figures around
They
it.
look armed.
2 of them do not. 1 of them does.
You said what?
3
They do
figures
not have
around
arms.
around this light, which you now see as a fire.
I'll walk towards. Does it look like Waylon and?
As you start to get closer, one of the silhouettes kind of like perks his head up and looks over. One of the other people, kind of sitting on the ground, stands up, and they start walking towards you. Wait, 4 people. Excuse me, I forgot about 1 person.
4 people.
4 people. Only one of them looks armed. Still.
Interesting.
Can I invis?
Sure.
I will cautiously approach.
I invis.
One of the people kind of picks up their pace, starts kind of almost running toward y'all.
Oh no.
I kind of ready myself. And...
Can I insight on the intent of this run?
Is this the armed person running towards us?
No.
Okay.
Does it look like an aggressive jog, or does it look like a?
Roll insight.
Is it Valen's mom?
All right, I'm rolling insight.
Oh, I can roll with 2 characters.
Dirty 20.
They were okay. 13, 16.
It does not look to have violence behind the run.
Can I tell who it is?
Stop it.
As this person gets closer, yes, you can tell that it is in fact your mother.
Okay. I'll pick up my pace a little bit. I'm not running, but I'll pick it up just a little bit.
Tombstone throws a javelin.
Batman moment.
Fireball.
Phelan becomes Batman.
Pavel has his last
Whoa.
grenade in his
Oh.
pocket.
Gosh, no.
Phelan
Flashbang
disappears for the next few years and trains with a bunch of ninjas in the middle of
As she
nowhere.
approaches, she runs.
Holding glasses into monk.
She runs past Karu and Thunar in the front, runs right past them, and practically runs into Phelan into a hug.
Aw.
No.
Phelan will kind of catch her in the hug and Phelan will start to. He's not sobbing, but he's definitely starts crying. He kind of just like
The rest of the
tension just kind of drops.
like
members
me.
kind of walk up. 2 others are the armed person is kind of slowly as they all approach. You have Waylon, Mara, and Alinar behind them. And Waylon will kind of slow down and stop a short distance away. Alinar and Mara, however, will continue kind of not in a almost sprint as the mother had, but walk very quickly up to the group. Alinar will kind of shove aside a few people and get to Phelan for another hug. when Mara doesn't shove anyone aside and instead goes to Karu and
No
gives
surprise there.
Obviously.
as
Slaps him in the face.
and as you're embracing Alinar and your mother at this point, Phelan, she just starts to, in like very fast words, explain how she was so worried. She heard Alinar and all these other people kind of saying all these things about how you're in danger, how all this other stuff, and pretty much ending with the what the hell happened.
Phelan will try to wipe his eyes. Hey, it's over. It's Aegis is dead.
Alinar kind of like almost kind of recalls of that. Aegis?
Yeah.
But
Aegis said that he has trained me for the past few decades to be his. He wanted me. I was supposed to be his personal weapon against the Ninisardan Council to install the Fulcrum as the leaders.
Alinar just kind of like runs his hand through his hair in disbelief.
He gave us no choice.
What about the college? What about any of was any of that like real? Or was all of it just a ploy?
I think it was real, but I mean, he definitely had purposes that weren't public. But
what about me?
Anything he told you about you, I'm pretty sure is true. I know he wasn't lying to me when he said he wasn't involving you or trying to get you involved in the Fulcrum.
I don't think that was entirely true.
Well, the research into the potions that you were doing was probably had something that he wanted to use it for, but
He only gave me
nonetheless.
He only gave me that project a month ago. 2 months ago at most.
Yeah. It's probably about the time that he got these shards from us, so that fits.
Phelan, when you were telling me earlier, you said that Aegis thought you were dead?
When did I say that?
When you updated him on everything like very early on in the.
Oh yeah. Well, our group, he stopped making contact, stopped attempting to contact us, and moved forward with the Ninisardan Council as our task force leader, whatever you want to call him, and allowed them to, well, basically write us off as if we were dead.
How long ago was that?
It's about 2 months, I think, right?
Yeah.
About that time.
Alinar grows a little pale as he kind of like takes a stumbling step back. Phelan, you do realize what that means, right?
No. What do you mean?
I was supposed to be your successor.
That makes sense. Well, you don't have to worry about it anymore, so he's out of the picture, but
How am I going to be able to go back?
Well, I feel
Why
like
would I be able to go back? I mean,
like college is
He-
still a college, but we'll have to deal with the fulcrum. But I think that without Aegis at the head, I think the fulcrum is going to splinter. But that's Kari's expertise, not mine.
so you think I could go back? I mean, what if word comes out that you were the person who killed Aegis? What would that mean for me?
I don't know right now. I really, I don't, I can't give you an answer right now. But I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you, though.
Yeah, okay. As Eleanor's eyes kind of grow distant in thought.
You know, one last thing that happened. I spoke to Dad.
Both your mother and Eleanor kind of like perk their heads like, what?
I don't know how. All I know is that Kiri, or whoever she was that was working with Aegis, she had some sort of special magic and something with words, and I don't know, but I was under a trance of some sort, I think, but it felt like it was him. It didn't feel like I was speaking to some apparition. It was not Kiri's mind that I spoke to. I talked to Dad, I
Well,
think.
what'd he say?
Told me I had to let it go, and he said I needed to. He told me to stop taking the easy path.
They both kind of look a little confused, like, huh?
He said I had to stop blaming myself and stop carrying it around with me. I had to let it go. I'd forgive myself and everything else.
They slowly nod in understanding. Well, we have some food for you. As your mother kind of points back to the camp.
That would be fantastic. I think that we all could use some. Good. Sure, we're all look pretty banged up.
Yeah, she has your mother kind of looks you up and down. Yeah, you do. And she'll kind of start walking you back to the camp.
I go.
Waylon will kind of look at everyone else. Hope you all brought your own bedrolls. We only got 4. The ground's nice though. If you didn't.
You are an awkward human.
And you're a weird lizard thing, all right?
Whoa.
Waylon, we practically live on the road. Here, take mine.
I'm fine. I spent plenty of nights outside.
I go and give Phelan's mom a side hug. I'm so glad you're safe. Forget that I'm invisible. So she hears a disembodied voice. Give her a side hug and go, I'm so glad you're safe. And then,
murderous scream just erupts.
but also because I'm halfling, it's like around her waist. Oh God, my bad. Sorry. And I turn visible. I'm assuming I get slapped.
Oh, very much so. Probably by more than just Phelan's mom.
I deserve that.
And so if everyone wants to, you all go to the camp, kind of gather around as they finish making up a for 4 people, moderately sized pot, but for what has just been essentially doubled, little small pot of some food over the fire.
Tombstone will not gather around the campfire, but rather go take his bedroll to a tree on like the outside of the like clearing or whatever that they're in, and just kind of like lean up against the tree and like stare at the night sky for a little while.
I'm assuming that like he's not trying to be stealthy about that. He's just kind of like
No, I'm just walking
so
over
you
there.
would all
Not,
everyone
not
would observe that.
partaking in the food, just kind of doing my own thing.
Hey, bud, you being pensive over here? I know when people
Yeah,
ask you
what
if you're being
about it?
pensive, that kind of ruins the mood. But what's your favorite star or constellation, I should say?
Oh, well, obviously, there's only one constellation that comes to mind.
I used to use this pickup line with girls.
Oh, well, that makes it a little bit less than. Yeah, well, and Tombstone will reach and point to the stars, and you see that one there, and that one there, and that one there, and so there's and he points out 5 stars. That would be the purple dragon.
Why is it purple?
Oh, I mean the stars that kind of, yeah, well, you can
Bless you.
kind of see it on the clearest nights when you look up. There's a purple tinge to those stars, makes them stand
Huh.
out. Yeah.
Wonder if I'm being manipulated by the stars then.
What is that?
No, I have a purple line coming off my head apparently, and I can't see it.
Yeah, I assure you that has nothing to do with the purple dragon.
But what if it did? What if, like, we found out that I was actually a kobold in a previous life?
No chance.
Well, I guess
No.
in my previous life I was a changeling, so
I figured I could have smelled that one out by now. If
That's
we were
fair.
connected like that. No, you asked what my favorite one is. It's the one I'll never get to have. And he'll point to one of the stars. That one. Vonic Star.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
What
the
does that
star of death and acceptance.
I'm sure we could find a way to kill you and keep you dead.
I very much doubt that.
One day I'll kill you, bud.
Thanks.
Soft pat on the snout.
That's fair. He like shakes his nose like I was trying to have a moment here, and then all of a sudden he just came over and ruined the vibe.
I go to bed.
I'll find a way to kill you.
I never thought that would be like an endearing phrase to say to someone.
Yeah.
But it is.
Don't worry, I'll find a way to kill you.
During the night, Karu will approach Briar.
Wait. When we hold on before we
Yes.
got into all this. Well, Mara came up to Goro. What happened?
Oh, y'all are more concerned with Phelan's conversation.
Okay, well, I mean, I was.
I
I was,
I
obviously,
think,
but
I think we were all looking at those two.
Well, Mara would
I
have
was trying to sneak up on his mom.
Mara would have walked up to Karu and kind of give him like a not nearly as what's a word I can use here.
intense of a hug.
Intense, that's a good word, yeah, of a hug. But like an awkward mix between of like trying to go for a side hug and like an actual hug.
You don't have to make it so real, Seth. You don't have to reflect my own life, Seth.
as like, a short exchange between them about Mara pretty much saying, "Oh, I didn't know if, you'd Waylon told me things, but I didn't know if what would happen. Especially since you tried to, fight the Fulcrum once and it didn't work out. But I'm glad everything went well. That's about the extent of the interaction.
That was important information. I needed to know that. So,
But Karu would walk to or approach Briar around the fire. Sit down next to her if she's sitting.
Yep.
Briar, I feel like I owe you an apology.
Why?
Down there in the sanctuary, you tried to kill Aegis. And I stopped you.
Right.
That is the wrong thing.
It's the best feeling ever.
That's the wrong vibe I'm going for here. I shouldn't have done that.
Why do you say that?
I think anyone... Me, you, and Phelan have the most... I guess... history with him. And I feel like... one of y'all should have been the one to do it, not me.
It's okay, Karu. I'm just glad he's dead.
Kinda just slowly nods. You're welcome to stay if you want, but if you feel like you need to leave for whatever reason, no one will blame you.
I think I'll stick around for at least a little while.
We'll appreciate having you. As you'll get up and kind of move on. Anything anyone else wants to say or talk about during?
Yes.
All right.
How far away is Tombstone?
Out of earshot, but within sight, probably like 15 meters or so.
Okay. Who's around me that I can gather around? I kind of whispered to Kamir.
I mean,
I just left a conversation with Tombstone.
Ready to hear?
Snooted. Sorry, snoot,
Okay.
booted, booped.
Now, we are going northwest of the Jaded Wilds,
Say so.
and we're currently in Ninasara.
Yes.
Yes.
Could we make a detour?
To where?
To kill a dragon we promised we would.
Strong enough to kill a dragon yet?
Seth's face says no.
No, that's a face of
I forgot.
no, I didn't think y'all would be the one to start that. If y'all want to go I will not stop y'all.
I don't like that. Why did he say it like that?
He thought he
Y'all-
was gonna have to give us the hook.
Yeah.
By Cade.
No, that
no,
wasn't Kate, that was Ethan.
Ethan. That was Ethan.
If y'all I would say y'all are level 10. That's all I'll say.
With
You
8 of
mean
us together
level
means we can take on
11.
CR20. We haven't leveled up in 3 months, and then you think we're gonna get 2 in a row?
Wait, we're level 10 now?
Yup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, as of last session.
Yay.
Oh, I'll go fix that real quick.
Do that.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to remind everyone who wasn't there last week
Yeah,
about it.
we need
but-
E3 to be at full strength.
No, for
I know we have matters on our hands. But you saw him when we went close to the mountain. He's tortured.
I think he just wants to die, honestly.
That's how he dies.
Now I'm confused.
The dragons made him, cursed him, so to say, to be slightly alive all the time.
Yeah, but like, does that curse end if we kill the dragon?
He seems to think so.
Oh, let's go kill the dragon.
Just gonna ask everyone.
A dragon. I thought I saw a dragon.
Well, there he is. He's back.
You
How
think
would
he
you want
hear
to kill
us?
a dragon?
Oh,
He is
no.
not speaking.
My PC is running so slow.
What if they
I-
can
I
come
believe
over?
he's-
Hello?
Hello.
Why are
Hi.
you green? Oh, never mind.
Hey, there you are.
I think I can hear you now. My
Hey.
PC is running the slowest I think it's ever ran. Like
It is
last thing I
walking.
heard was purple dragon.
Oh yeah.
What?
I
Oh
was
wow,
asking
that's a
if we wanted
long
to
time
kill-
ago.
Well, I was asking if we wanted to kill a purple dragon
Yeah.
for our friend, who we promised to,
Let's
at
do
the
it.
end of last arc. I don't want to like throw the story into a mess here, but it's just my suggestion.
I like to think that Thunar is actually saying that. Thunar is actually saying, I don't want to throw the story into a mess here or anything.
Just casually fourth wall break.
Thunar looks at the ethereal camera. Not to mess with the story.
Winner goes.
But no, but he turns the
I don't
wrong.
wanna
But he
put
turns
this
the wrong
straight.
direction. Like he's like this. He's like,
It's like,
I don't want to ruin the story.
I don't want to ruin the story.
Not to metagame, but
I knew this would be one of the only times we got a moment to talk about it without him.
yeah, let's go do it.
I know you're done. I unanimous decision. Decide by the morning.
I think that is still also a decision that Tombstone must agree with.
Well, I say we pitch it to him when we're all fine with the decision. Like if we all agree, we say, "Hey, this is something you want to do."
But after the dragon dies, I get to kill Tombstone. I gotta fulfill my end of the bargain.
If he still wants to die, though, we will urge him against dying.
I mean, not if he wants to die.
I suggest we have a conversation about it. I'm not against it. I'd be okay with it. Tombstone is a part of our group, and I know that it is a goal of his. So, if there's a chance that if we think we could do it, I wouldn't mind doing it. But we would probably need to talk with Tombstone first, though, find out a little bit more information about exactly what we'd be up against.
I believe he said it was a dragon.
Yes, but in terms of like how strong is this dragon and how strong are we? Because I don't know about you all, but I don't think I've ever fought a dragon.
Never mind.
I would be
Probably
willing
not
to,
the right time to
but
tell that story.
I would be willing to, but I do not think I am quite capable enough yet.
Bless you, Drew.
Yes.
Thank you.
I say that I think that we can. if everyone decides if everyone would like to, then I will I have nothing against it. But the conversation needs to be had ahead of time to decide to know what we're up against, just to
That's
make
right.
sure that everybody understands the risk that would be involved with doing this.
I agree. I assume Karu's in on the conversation.
Oh, hey,
yeah.
Karu, come get in this
Hey, Raven.
conversation.
Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't. There's just a few things I think we should do before.
Such as,
Well, for instance, I think we now have 3 shards under our control. Now, this is just my own opinion, but I don't think it'd be a good idea to keep all of those shards in one place.
Oh, I know. We should hide them all over the globe.
Again.
I mean, it's not far off from what I'm suggesting. Maybe not hide them, but give them to trusted people. Point is, separate them so that if they're found, whether by Epsilon or some other party, it's not all 3 of them that are found. We just lose 1.
that's fair. Well, we know where one is.
Yes, it's in Aldrich right now.
Yes, and well,
But I don't
One.
want to have to go find them all again later. We've been finding them for 2 years.
Andadasi.
Thunar, we would know.
But what if somebody else finds them and rehides them? Which is
you're
exactly
giving them
what
2
we're doing.
people. Carter, Stunar, we're giving them 2 people. We're not hiding them in the ground. We're giving them to people we
Like I
know
said-
to keep.
Like I said, it's just an idea. I'm not your leader anymore, so this isn't an order. Just something to consider.
You're not?
At what point did you stop?
When he gave up.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Someone died?
What did I
missed
tell
it.
you
What
about
happened?
giving
I just-
up on us, Karu?
I don't want to force myself into a position that I may not deserve. But
I will walk over to Karu. If I felt more comfortable with it, I would slap you. But I'm not gonna do that.
I do,
probably
but I won't.
okay.
There is nothing that keeps you from deserving that position. That is a
I
position
mean, I
that
do
you don't.
think it was kind of suspect that he killed Aegis by himself. Like, why couldn't we be there for that?
Fantastic point. Noted. Ignored.
Oh, fair.
Sorry. Sorry, I've always wanted to say that to somebody. I'm sorry.
Duly noted.
Duly noted and ignored. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sin is the perfect person to say it to, so you're good.
Karu, being our leader is not a position that you earn. It's a position that we ask you to take. I don't know if I speak for everyone, but you're my captain. So, whether you like it or not, I'm going to follow you.
We've stepped into a war with the.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Unless anyone else has any qualms about it. That's my stance.
First you burn me with fireball, and now you burn me with your words.
Did no Phelan had vicious mockery like that, did you?
I was the bard with scathing remarks.
Then writes that one down after getting sacred
Ooh, well, that's good.
Ooh, write it down in my book.
Oh, that's funny.
No, your judgment lately in leaders hasn't been great, but no offense. Sorry, that was too soon.
I never trusted him.
Then I guess
So,
point
Kara,
is,
you wish to step down as leader, as like the captain of this party.
well, I guess I'm being asked to be the leader. In which case, I will. But
Do you have confidence in yourself that you can lead?
I have confidence I can lead. I just don't know if the direction would be the right one. Won't be the bad one. Won't be the worst option. But right now we don't need mediocre results. We don't need okay, just scraping by results. We need to do things the best we can because, well, you all know what we're facing.
A purple dragon.
Potentially.
I feel like, as the newest member of this party, I am speaking out of turn. And respectfully, Karu, I do not trust your leadership. But I will tell it to your face. I will not harbor that. I will not harbor it and lie to you.
Yeah, that's my move.
Well,
Your lack of
I-
decision making and your secretiveness in killing Aegis has made me question your leadership skills. But I do respect you as a man and an arid soldier. And I remember,
kind of shrugs and ex-arid knight, but yes.
that's neither here nor there. To be honest with you and respectful to you, you will have to earn my trust as our leader.
That's fair. I hadn't really considered that. Well, you haven't been around nearly as long as everyone else.
I don't have as deep of a bond with you as the rest of the, unfortunately. I only have what I have seen this past year.
I understand, and thank you for voicing that.
I do believe you could be a good leader. But you have to prove that to me to earn my trust.
Then I'll do my best to prove it. Not only to you, but to everyone.
Hava will step forward towards Karu and shake his hand.
He'll give you a firm handshake back.
And
Well
he will
then.
step back.
And then we have some things to decide. First and foremost is where we're going to put these shards. Like I said before, I think we should give them to people who we can trust. I don't think we should just hide them in arbitrary caves or dungeons. So then after we decide that, or maybe before we decide that, we need to know if we're going to be taking a visit to kill a dragon. And
Where is this dragon?
does anyone know where the dragon is?
Well, I'm sure our
The
friend here
Saratus
would.
Mountains.
The Raddus Mountains are very large and our
The big one.
the big one.
I'm sure that if we spoke with Tombstone tomorrow, he would know.
We also have to consider Tombstone in all this.
Yes.
It's no lie that, well, me and him are on shaky grounds. But I think that's just more than our worldviews conflicting. Tombstone's going through a lot right now. I don't know if he's personally ready to face down something like a dragon. Like that dragon. I don't want to speak for him, so if you feel like you want to ask, be my guest. And I will not oppose if he thinks he's ready, we do it. That's my thoughts. But if he isn't, then I think we should respect his wishes.
Absolutely.
I agree.
But before we do, I agree with Thunar. This needs to be an unanimous decision. So who here would not want to go and kill a dragon? Well then. Now, who here wants to go and ask Tombstone if he wants to go and kill a dragon? Alright. Well then, Sin, Thunar, talk to him in the morning.
I got distracted during this very important moment because I saw Alexander have to spray her cat to get
That
it
was
off
so
of the
funny.
computer. And it was
That
really,
was
really
so
funny.
funny.
I don't even have to spray her. I just threaten her with it like it's a gun, and she goes. I apologize.
That was really funny. Sorry.
Hilarious.
That was really-
So, Thunar, I guess you called this meeting. Is there anything more?
Yes. If his curse is lifted, he may die.
It's
Is
very
that
true.
something?
Oh no, we just talked about it. He said he wants to die.
I, quite frankly, don't want him to die.
Nor do I.
I mean, it's up to him. He's in control.
Would he not come back?
Not if the curse is
No,
broken.
not after killing the.
Oh yeah.
But
Gosh, you
We
remember
won-
what torture he's been to be alive this long.
look, none of us know the true measure of what Tombstone's had to go through because of this curse. I think that if he decides that he wants to go and take on this dragon, then we go and help him. And if breaking the curse means that Tombstone might die and may no longer be with us, well, I think Tombstone's lived long enough to make that decision for himself. But I agree, I don't want Tombstone to die. But I think we reason with him and we talk with him as, as family and friends should do.
It's strange finding yourself not wanting someone to die being a selfish act.
Well, I guess we also need to do some thinking.
Well, I think that what we need right now is I think we need to rest.
Yeah. Rest up, everyone.
One last thing before we do. Mara, with Aegis out of the picture now, the fulcrum is, I'm sure, going to fracture for a while. I'm not sure if it'll ever recover, but you all are the ones the most experienced, so I don't know the situation that our hometown, and I'll gesture to my Eleanor and my mom, and I'm not sure what the situation will be back there for them. Do you think that they would be safe if they returned? Or do they need to go somewhere else for a time being?
Take the deep breath. Well, sure to say that the fulcrum will probably be in a nebulous, volatile state for the time being. With organizations like these, you have many people trying to fill the power vacuum that has just been made. My guess is that it will probably splinter into 2, maybe 3 little cells as they all try to become the next, or the continuation of the Fulcrum. Probably a lot of infighting and organizational politics that we have no knowledge of is going to be coming to a head soon. I say all that to say, with all that happening, I suspect to happen within the Fulcrum, they'll probably be too busy to really worry about anything else. So Sedai wasn't the only place that they had, operations in. Given what I've heard about the Sanctuary, I doubt if it's even here. And it probably has connections to many other places throughout Ninasara, maybe even Tanarim. So I'm sure they'll have their hands full than to worry about finding the family of someone who killed Aegis. Though if they're uncomfortable, I can't speak to that, and if they don't want to stay, we can't force them to.
Yes, of course. Just I'll let them make that decision for themselves.
All
But
right.
anyways, thank you.
Rest up, everyone.
I need
Seems
to
like
ask
we,
a singular question that might have a lot of might be really late the night to ask this.
Ask away.
Where's Zalgrim?
Zalgrim's there.
Okay, good. How did Asher get here?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
You showed up with him.
That doesn't mean I know how he did it. He's done portal things
Last time
before.
the
We've watched
entire
him.
sky went red.
Right.
And
So
we
what
had
did
to
it look
fight
like
'em
for
all.
y'all when we came out of the portal?
Not a red sky.
You didn't come out before. You went through a wall.
I
You
don't.
did come out
Oh.
of the wall, actually, yeah.
Oh well,
I don't know.
Thunar, I'm pretty sure that the red sky was when Asher first came to Tanarim. First we came to our realm. Whenever he left the fight, he didn't teleport back to whatever that other plane was. He teleported to another room in our plane. So I'm assuming he's never been gone
Oh, I thought we
entirely.
sent him away.
No, he fled the fight or was pulled
Yeah,
away from the fight.
ran away. Do I
Power
know?
twice over.
Do I know how he did it? Can I?
Yeah, probably what
Think really
you
hard.
would have seen and remembered is pretty much being in a cavern, Asher telling you, "Hey, we have a place to go now," and then him using his sword to literally like mine and like pretty much blast and cut his way through the stone until you eventually made it to where you did before.
He dug a tunnel to you with his big old sword.
For how long?
How long was it, Seth?
Hours, kind of hard to tell.
Hours? Kind of hard to tell.
Jeez.
Yeah, especially when your brain's all fogged up.
That seems.
Yeah, but it wasn't as quick as you might think, I guess. It took some time. Strange how he can leave so quickly, but it takes him a while to get somewhere else. I'm confused. I don't understand.
I don't believe he did the teleporting the first time. I'm pretty sure that was Epsilon. But regardless,
That's a good theory, Phelan.
he is out there. So, talking about it's not going to do us any good. Right now, at least.
Okay, good night.
Immediately, he's asleep.
He was standing literally just
Not even on my pack because I handed it to Waylon who refused it and I didn't get it back.
That's such a Thunor moment.
All right, so you can all now take a long rest
Yeah.
as
Long rest.
morning comes. As food's being prepared and people are like, rolling up their stuff and getting ready to leave or packing up camp.
Hey, can I ask a favor real quick?
Tombstone starts
Yes.
doing some stretches.
Can we pause for like 2 seconds? I really need to pee, but I don't want to like miss anything.
Sure, go right ahead.
Thank you.
So
guess
is
we're
it
gonna
about
RP until
Briar or
then.
Zalgrim going into the woods. Probably Briar. So Tombstone. Ready to go kill a dragon?
Who in the what now?
That is not how. Tombstone. How long has it been since we
Since y'all made the
since we first had
promise.
the conversation? Yeah,
Okay, because like you've known about like the dragon.
I made it
for
on the way to the.
Whether or
Tribal
not you
land.
Tribal
believed
lands.
me.
a while now.
I said I wanted you guys to go kill a dragon when we first met. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
whether or not you believed me, because I was telling all sorts of big tales back then. Different story, but
Also, as a short aside, Colton, can we just appreciate how well timed
yeah.
that discussion was? Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
Nate walks over and asks me about the stars, and Seth and I have just created the lore for the stars that
Oh,
Like legit
of
2
the
nights
purple
ago.
dragon. Yeah.
I had no clue. I
I
thought he was
know.
doing an improv
That's why I
because
was
I
like-
trust Colton's improv ability.
I
If
was
I
like,
ever
dang,
get
he's improv
downtime, I
really
go
well.
talk to Colton.
So I was just like, oh, this is perfect.
I was gonna, like, if anybody came to talk to me, I was gonna talk about the stars, but you just like you came in, like I was gonna bring it up like naturally, but you brought it up, so it was even better.
You were
That's
being all
hilarious.
pensive and stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
gonna look at the stars, right?
Anyways,
But I
Tombstone-
think
how long's it been?
the promise. That was in the tribal land stuff, right?
Yeah,
that when that
before
promise
we
was
even got
made?
there, I think.
Okay, I'm back.
I think it's before we even got there.
Was it before that? Was it like was
Because
it during
he's-
his
because we
during
had
his
to
duel? Or was it before his duel?
It was one of those nights he stayed up all night.
That was in the tribal lands.
That was in the tribal
That
land.
was
okay.
it was before like the conclusion. That was like one of the
Like
first
midway.
few nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh, like a month or so ago.
Oh, a month.
In what time
Tombstone.
period? What was a month ago?
The tribal land arc.
That was
Like,
only a month ago.
Like from the beginning of it to now has been like a month or two.
oh, in game wise. Sorry.
game,
My brain,
yeah,
I'm like, it's
in-game.
been like 5 months.
In game time. It's been like a
Tombstone.
month.
Okay. Yeah, Tombstone. A month ago, I promised we'd kill a dragon. We have some things to do beforehand, like dropping the shards off at safe locations. But after that, how do you feel about killing a dragon? The party's on board.
Us. You guys. Killing a dragon.
They all said yes if you did.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No way, ever, are you going anywhere close to the dragon. Anyways, I have business, and Tombstone walks away, grabs the breakfast pots and pans, and clangs them together.
Everyone else kind of like is like. Alinar was like watching one of them. He took it in his hands, like, what?
And he'll look over and go, Garu,
Yes, Tombstone?
I don't know what you had for dinner last night, but guess what I had? Beef.
That's great.
With you.
Oh.
We got beef. You should have had beef, because we got it.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that things are a little tense between us.
This is an understatement, bitch.
Yes.
I get that you don't like the way that I do things. I don't like the way you do things. But guess what?
As I've been told, yes.
We're gonna figure it the frick out.
I.
The only way that I know how.
Oh, I'm assuming it's not through thorough
I
discussion.
challenge you to a duel. To the death.
Tombstone, you don't want to do this.
Oh, but I do. It's a win-win. If I win, you're dead. If you win, I'm dead. And then when I come
little bit.
back, I will submit to your leadership because you have rightfully won the duel.
Tombstone, I
As
think
is
this
the
a little
way
silly. I think you're just
of the
ignoring
lizard.
the fact that we need to go kill a dragon.
Tombstone, I'm not gonna lead someone who follows me just because I can kill them.
Well, then you won't lead me at all.
I think I'm starting to be okay with that. You're your own person. If you want to follow me, you can.
I'll look around to the rest of the party. I love you all. Are you going to follow this man?
I am.
want to go kill a dragon.
Yeah. I mean, I am. We all have the same goals.
I don't trust him. But it seems
I
like the
don't
only
trust
thing
him
we have
either.
right now.
Team Havel.
And you're all in agreement about this. And Kara, you refuse to duel me?
Unless you force my hand.
Well, this is me forcing it. Because if you do not duel me, and the rest of them are going to follow your leadership, this is where we part ways.
Or you should duel him.
Then at least understand this, Tombstone. I'm not gonna fight you to force you to follow me. I'm gonna fight you because I don't want to lose you. And he'll reach down, unsheath a knife.
You get to choose the weapons.
It's only fair if I get my knives and you get your halberd.
Oh.
Both
Oh,
of us
wait.
at our best.
But the bad thing here is we don't want to lose Kaoru though. At least if
Kaoru will
Tombstone
die.
dies, he can
Half
come
the
back.
party- Half the
Yeah,
party
Kaoru's
doesn't
not dying.
mind.
Karu's fine.
Karu's.
Half the party hasn't been here since the day one.
All right. That means I get to choose the dueling grounds.
Well, no matter what happened day one, what just
Sure.
happened is insanely sus.
And Tombstone points to the clearing that's like in the bright
It's not.
early morning sun with no shadows.
Bro has a literal shadow and thinks anything else is sus.
I mean, I was right about Aegis.
He nods.
I apologize. I mean, never mind.
I accept.
Tombstone will walk out into the middle of the field, take a position.
And he'll follow and take a similar position not too far away.
How do you want to do this, Seth?
I'd say we roll initiative.
Oh boy.
All right.
That's a 9.
That's a 17. All right.
Look, I'm not saying he's evil or that he's a bad guy. I just don't think. I think he needs to be more honest with us if we want to be his followers.
And the only person who thinks he has been honest enough is you and Havel.
But why would he kick us out of a room and not let us be there for his last
You
words
do
to a
understand
person who's
You do understand exactly what Aegis took from me and from Karu. Correct?
I mean, of course I don't exactly understand it because it wasn't me, but still, that's
Aegis
not usually
ruined.
how things.
Aegis ruined all of who Karu was. Made Karu go against what he was and kill innocent people. If I were in Karu's shoes, I would have wanted that moment to myself as well.
That's not gonna work. Sorry, not to you.
I don't know. That's not exactly satisfactory for me.
That's fine. Anybody can have their opinions, but
Colton, do you want a battle map, or are you fine without it?
We should be fine without it, I think.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, as oh, sorry, is there more?
No, it's fine. That sounded passive aggressive. That's not how
That
it
was
makes it sound.
very
That was
passive.
very
That was-
passive
that sounded-
aggressive.
No, that wasn't meant to be passive aggressive.
No,
I
it's
thought
fine.
about it. I
it's
was like, no,
It's
I
fine.
thought
I
about
haven't
the tone
talked
of
in
my
30
voice.
minutes.
I have to have the spotlight, Seth.
Okay, then as those two will be having that discussion, as I guess just a shared understanding of the duel starting goes between Karu and Tombstone, darkness will surround you.
Do
As-
I feel him come within 10 feet of me?
Do you have to
Blindsided you,
see?
Because I have blind fighting. I do not have to see
Oh,
him.
Frick.
I took blind fighting as my thing when I leveled up.
Oh, frick.
He was preparing for this last week. That's crazy.
I legit was. I knew I was gonna have beef and
I remember he said it at the end of the session. He was like, taking blind fighting.
Does teleportation count?
if he enters my melee radius, I can make an opportunity a strike against him.
Okay, then
as,
you'll get
as a part of my Polar Master.
yeah. Then you'll get an opportunity attack as the darkness as even though your eyes cannot see anything. This new sixth sense that you've formed, feel
Mhm.
him. You feel him coming from behind you.
Sick. So I'll make a strike. Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Okay, it doesn't hit. I clicked the button too early. All right.
I've just been told to be quiet, so I'm going to be much more quiet now.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
Roll stealth, Seth.
he's then going to attack. Ooh, yikers. Did not roll well. Does a 15 hit.
15 just hits.
Alright, cool. And then, I'm sorry. He's going to use sneak attack.
Of course he is.
And then he's going to have his stats.
What calming music we have.
Oh, sorry.
How relaxing is it for a man to be stabbed in the neck?
All I'm saying is, it's just interesting. I wish he would say what he said to us. We need lots of clarity.
None of us asked.
Well, we should ask.
25
also,
damage.
like as you stated a minute ago, doesn't involve
Dang.
you.
That hurts.
Well, if it's my life, I think it involves
As
me.
he'll spin around the failed strike that you had against him and attack again
Again, I
for a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
I failed to see how it endangers your life when Karo has protected us on many, many occasions.
For another 9 damage.
It's hard to know who to trust anymore.
Well, then you don't trust any of us because half of us trust Karu. Things that we've seen him do.
Haven't been around for most of what he's been able to do, is what I'm saying.
That's fair. So do you not trust him or do you not trust any of us? Because
Let's see, let's go through the
And
list.
I'm
I
gonna need you
trust
to make me
Dunar,
a
trust Phelan.
strength constitution saving throw.
Constitution
it?
saving throw.
Yes.
so Phelan and Dunar are the
That's
two
an
who do
8.
trust Karu. You can't trust us that we have our faith placed in a trustworthy faith. Sorry, we're totally RPing at the same time as you guys are doing all your stuff.
I know, I
think
love
that's
it.
probably fine.
That's fine. That's what y'all are doing. Y'all are arguing right now because part of the party is literally fighting. The other part of the party
Yes.
is fighting with
Fighting.
The
emotions.
physical versus the verbal fighting. Tombstone, as a second strike hit, it was more of like, it was both like a slash and, it was a slash, but it was, you did not see it coming, as you are now stunned until the end of your next
Frick,
turn.
he man used stunning strike on me. Damn.
Nuts.
When you fight a rogue monk, busted oak class.
I'll say this when it comes to your distrust of him, Havel and Sin. I believe Havel said it best. He's respecting the authority that Karu has in terms of what most of the party has asked him to do,
I guess it's your turn again. It's your
but
turn
he
again.
does not.
Well,
He
if
wishes
you
him to
stun
prove
me,
himself.
then I'm stunned until the end. Like I can't do anything, right?
If that's what you need, then
Pretty much.
So it's your turn again.
it will come in time.
I mean, I'll
Where in
I'm just
history?
remarking that it is very suspect to me. I'm gonna follow the guy because I have nothing better to do.
Perhaps it is in your eyes, and I hope
Phelan.
that Karu can prove himself differently for you, as he
Could
has
you
for
give
us.
me examples of Karu's leadership skills that are exemplary above the rest?
When we were in the Highland Empire, and we
I'm sorry.
You just
sorry, I
crit.
saw him do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
That'll do it. I didn't
Wait.
even get to make. I made one strike.
When we were in the Highland Empire, Havel, before we met you, that was before Havel, right?
Yes, Havel appeared in the Center Tower.
So before our time with you, Havel, we discovered that Epsilon was controlling the Emperor of the Highland Empire, and we confronted him. And during that fight, we had gone alone, which was partially foolish of us, and we were not going to win. We were going to be defeated. Until Karu, who, mind you, had not been with us up to that point because he had been forced by the council
45 damage from that attack.
to step down,
I'm down.
took it upon himself, even though
I
he was
only
no
have
longer our
58
official
health.
captain, to find us. And in that moment, he saved us and defeated the Emperor for us. And when the Highland Empire's guards came and attempted to take us, because, well, they were doing their jobs and they believed us to have just assassinated their emperor, Karu took the fall for us. And he was imprisoned by the Highland Empire in our stead, so that we could continue our task of collecting the shards.
Phelan, I see two things with that statement. Exemplary combat skills and a good friend.
Then you know nothing of
Unfortunately,
leadership.
I do not know.
Thunar's gotten so edgy.
Wait, Carter. He just agreed with everything.
No, he just disagreed.
I did just disagree with everything.
Oh, I thought you said that you saw that.
He did see
No,
that,
he
but didn't
sees
see
two
who's gonna
things.
lead.
He didn't see any leadership.
I didn't say I didn't say I didn't see any leadership. I said I saw two things: a good friend and exemplary combat skills.
So,
Oh, it looks like Tombstone's
There is
down.
more to leadership than just that. Is
Please
what
tell me.
Havel's getting at.
then tell me,
A
what is
tactician's
leadership to
mind, a strong will, decisive mind, willing to let others speak amongst him. Now he has had 3 of those. I have not seen 2 of those.
Then tell me, who would be a good leader then?
Of this bunch,
Do you wish to suggest yourself?
no, I've been there and I've done that. Phelan, I think you would be an exemplary leader amongst the rest of them.
That's the only reason I'm really here.
Thunar, though you are now gaining wits amongst yourself, I think you could be an exemplary leader
Oh, I disagree with that one.
at times.
I haven't died yet.
That's fair. I mean, it wasn't me who killed me. It was that guy over there.
Phelan, am I capable of leadership? Yes, I am. My name is not Havel Talum for no reason at all. But, if you must know, I made the conscious decision to not lead. Rather, I left for the restoration of my name. So no, I would not put myself forward as someone to lead this party. And Thunar, I happen to know quite a lot about leadership. It looks to me that Tombstone is bleeding out.
Does
So
He'll be fine.
actually,
does
all
Karu
you see,
actually finish me off?
as you see, is just a
Is a Tombstone.
because like as the
The
fight started, it was just a cloud of darkness, right? So you can't really see much inside of it, just like moving figures, until slowly the darkness kind of dissipates. As you'll see you see Tombstone standing there with and actually let's do this playlist. There we go. Tombstone standing there, and Karu behind him with like a knife lodged into his back. And Karu has a look of just he's not enjoying this. And Tombstone,
Yeah.
as he's sitting there with the knife in your chest, do I have to kill you? Will this suffice?
Tombstone looks back at Karu and he goes, "If you don't finish it, I will."
And then with the knife in his other hand, he'll go
And then as Tombstone reaches up, or as Karu reaches up, Tombstone goes, "Phonic Star, bless me!"
and he'll slit his throat and drop him
As
to the
this
ground.
is going on, well, while this is going on, before it actually happens, I guess, I'll say to Havel to finish our conversation, Pitt, I have no idea what his name means. And I don't care. I'm just glad that he's here with us. I'm glad that
Aw,
we're all here fighting for the same cause.
frick.
He was about to get angry, but now he
You
can't.
added that on the end. No.
Your name means nothing to me.
But you
It's a
added that
name.
onto the end, so now Havel's like you see the vessel form and then go back.
Havel about almost has this fuse blow. And he does.
But then he said something super sweet.
I mean, I don't even know what your name means. You just said, "Oh, I'm not telling." I said, "What? I don't care. I'm just we're all here for the same cause."
Great, your
you
name's
know.
Havel. Tell him. Mine's Thunar. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Then after
Why
killing
does
Tombstone,
having a last name make you better than me? I don't know. Jesus.
then after killing Tombstone, Karu will clean off his knives, street them back, and start walking back to the party. Once he reaches
Can I
there,
heal him?
Tombstone?
Yeah.
Thunar, I believe he is dead.
He's dead.
I think that we're gonna have to wait a couple hours for this one.
Set the camp back up. We'll wait a bit. And...
Do Eleanor and my mother
See-
look confused?
Very much so. Eleanor more confused. Your mother more horrified.
I probably should have said something first. He'll be back. And I point over to the corpse, which I'm assuming has turned into a tombstone by now.
Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll a d20.
I know I'm playing with fire.
Wait, what? Oh, this has never happened before.
No, he's
I-
happened twice now.
It has.
And it's been close before.
What'd you roll?
Rolled
Oh.
a 5.
Is Tombstone art gonna be over already?
I'm gonna have to look back. I have to look back to see.
No, I
As I-
definitely don't trust him. He just killed Tombstone.
As I'm now
Come
sitting
on,
here,
Karu.
as I'm now sitting here waiting for the tombstone to pop up, it's taking a lot longer than normal.
I mean, what is it? 8 hours it takes?
It's 8
Yeah,
hours.
usually it's 8 hours. Yeah.
Well, I thought, but
Well,
I thought the
tombstone
tombstone
pops
usually pops up immediately.
Oh, the tombstone's there.
Oh, the tombstone's there?
Yes. It's just whether or
Oh,
not he's
okay.
gonna crawl out.
Oh, that's fine. No, I thought you were saying that tombstone hadn't even popped up. So okay, never mind.
No,
So
no.
yeah, I just
I
point
thought
to
that
it
was implied.
nonchalantly. No, yep, sorry. Yeah, I just point to it nonchalantly. He should crawl out of that in about 8 hours or so. It's a curse. I know that's not really gonna make it any better, but this is not the first time he's died. With us.
I think this is the second time a party member has killed him, no?
Yes, yes, it is technically. Not the second time he's died with
Killed
us.
2 other party time members? Oh my.
Both of them-
Pollock did at one
Yeah,
point.
both of them in duels that he.
Duels that he started.
That's fair.
Can I don't know. Can I tell if he's gonna get back up this time?
How would you want to do that?
I don't know. Divinity check.
I'm gonna be a paladin all over there.
And so you begin to wait. It's 8 hours, so at some point, lunch is made, distributed, and eaten.
Well, I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to wait 8 hours if he's dead.
I mean, we wouldn't know, so we would wait 8 hours.
Well, he came
Unless-
back. He's getting. Okay,
Unless you have a way to...
you can make your own insight for this, but he's been coming back worse and worse and worse, and Thunar's noticed. Like more, remembering less and taking weird amounts of time.
I'm sure he did remember
not
last time,
mistaken.
but like,
Thunar would have noticed, because I noted it down.
he did do that. Especially, I do remember that specifically in like the tribal lands. Whenever he came back, he definitely like got flipped out at first. but like it didn't last very long. But like, I don't think that would translate over to knowing that he's not going to come back. I think if anything, you would just think that he's going to come back and remember less. Not that he wouldn't.
I
come back.
had a bad like after the last time he came back. I had a bad feeling that he wouldn't. That he only had a couple left in him based on hints that he had dropped.
Did it just smell bad?
Just smelled funky.
Hmm.
Now, before the minute is up,
It still
if
feels
Seth
reaching.
allows,
Okay.
I don't know. Is it reachy?
Is it what?
Revivify?
Is it like reaching? Is it
It
metagamey?
feels. I'm sorry. For me, it personally felt reachy for you for Thunar to automatically assume that Tombstone's not gonna come back out. I feel like from what we've seen of him coming
I've
out.
been thinking it for a while, but
I mean, yeah, but like we also.
it's just
know
hard
that.
to. It's hard
I will
to
say
separate
this:
the-
if you
yeah,
think it is within Tombstone's character to do that, then go right ahead.
To do what?
to do what?
Thunar's character, not Tombstone. You meant Thunar.
Oh.
Sorry, did I say Tombstone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. If it is within Thunar's character to do that, then I say then that's fine.
Go for it. I'm probably just the red devil on your shoulder. Ethan, be the angel on his shoulder, please.
What is I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie,
okay.
I blanked for a second. What is Thunar doing?
I'm saying
I'm
he's
gonna-
Trying to
gonna
see
do
if
it.
Tombstone's gonna come back.
okay. Do it.
No, I'm casting Revivify if you allow me.
How would you want to do that? Is there anything special
I would.
Thunar does?
Pretty sure.
Ooh, I don't know. We haven't established the components. We've discussed it, you and I, but we haven't established any components.
Revivify's pretty tough one.
Power.
So
But
how would
I?
Revivify
kneel
does
down by
expensive
his-
diamond.
Yeah,
The
I
thing
would
is,
kneel
though-
down next to his. Oh, what's up?
I was gonna say to kind of explain why is that we haven't really been following components for any spells so far.
I know,
So then it's like, why?
but it's
care
the
about this
expensive one, so I had
component
to
versus
ask first.
the other? Right.
So I would kneel down beside him and just because I was been slightly suspicious, and I want to
Yeah,
try out new, then I would want to
You have to
cast.
touch the
I wanna cast
creature.
Revivify.
Tombstone the creature.
Yeah, but there's
Well-
no creature. There's just a tombstone.
Stands to reason that he's not buried right there. I don't know. Tombstone.
Oh, I'm saying you
mechanics.
definitely can cast it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm casting it.
And it can't restore his body parts if there aren't.
Good thing he didn't
I
cut
can
his head
grab a
off.
shard if I need to, but yeah. Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, I'd like to cast Revivify, Seth.
High or low?
Oh God, not 2 in one
Oh.
night. I'm not doing these good. Frick. I mean, you always go high, right?
Wait, what are we rolling? What are you rolling?
Higher. He
He's
said he's gonna
rolling
cast it.
high
I
or
said high or
low.
low.
He's got to roll a high or low for. Whoa. That's.
High, always. Oh God.
Start praying.
Just one or the other, buddy.
It's high. Oh, careful.
So is there any specific way you want to try to revive him? Even if it's just narrating Thunar's own thoughts.
Sure. So, because he's a little suspicious, he just kind of wonders and hesitates for a minute. And he remembers that he has the power to heal. Ones earlier that he said that he doesn't know about. And he wonders if there's another one he doesn't know about. And he says, well, it can't hurt. And just to be safe. So I'd place it where I guess his body would be on the ground.
What is it?
my hand, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's a touch spell.
Yes.
Maybe touch the tombstone too, and the one on the ground. I don't know what's him. I'm kneeling on the ground, like on my knees, and I touch and I take a big deep breath, and I try to push. Just let magic flow through my hands. Flow like the threads I saw earlier today.
Tombstone. The last thing you saw was Karu almost painstakingly killing you. As you find yourself drifting again, almost weightless, with a swirling substance of green and black around you. You've been here before. And you know what this means.
No. Not him. So tired of hearing this dragon's damned voice.
As you hear the voice booming almost in all directions. It seems you finally have met your end.
I finally don't have to talk to you anymore.
No. That just means you'll never leave.
What do you mean?
You really think I would leave my curse to just torment you in the physical world?
But if I die, I don't have to experience this pain anymore. The pain of the loss. I could die with honor in combat.
Oh, Jariel. You will
Don't play with me, Thum
always,
Durak!
you will always feel this pain.
No,
You are not the
you can't
only
do
one
this.
I've cursed.
This is not how
for
this
mere
works.
Eternity that day. You think I would just curse you for eternity?
What do you mean? No,
I
you
may
can't
have-
mean.
I may have killed them, true. But then how would I torment you even after death? Jariel, you will always be in my grasp. And just as he finishes that, the large, as it almost takes up your entire field of view, the large head of a white-scaled dragon made out of these corporeal mists of black and green around you peeks into your vision as this substance around you goes and swirls into making the green eyes of the dragon. It seems we'll have quite a long time together.
You're lying. You can't.
Now,
No.
why would a dragon, whose words can mean so much, lie?
No. No.
And as the reality is setting in, you feel a tug. A familiar tug. More a feeling than anything else. A feeling. There's no other way you could describe it except Thunar.
What?
Thumdurak looking
Thunar?
at you, obviously is unsettled.
Durak. I still have friends, it seems. I will kill you,
No.
and I'll grab the thread, and I'll pull on it.
Thunar,
Mm-hmm.
as you are reaching out. Hold on, there's something I need to reference that I was not expecting to reference tonight.
Holy shit.
Zowie.
As you are pushing into Tombstone, right?
Pause.
You feel kind of like a response, a similar feeling to one I just described. One that you can't really tell, except the only way you could describe it is Tombstone. Almost a receptive feeling.
Can I, the hand that's on the ground,
Yes.
I want to, like, so it's like this. I want to turn it like grab into the dirt to reach in and grab
Okay.
what I think is going to be Tombstone's hand or something like that.
Right. And as you break the dirt and kind of reach in, this kind of shimmering light of some of these rays are green while some of these rays are black kind of peek through the ground and start to glow brightly underneath you as you catch hold onto something with that hand. And I'm assuming you pull.
Yeah, I pull him out of the ground. Pull it out of the ground.
As he pulls out of the ground, the dirt flying up into the air as pretty much pulling as something explodes out of the ground, that light of green and black just explodes out of the ground and almost force as Tombstone comes flying out of it, landing
Like,
on the
grab
ground
him.
next to you,
Oh.
Dunar, who was like blown back
on his knees,
yeah, by this blow.
coughing out dirt.
As he lands there, the light, also kind of like emanating from your arm, Tombstone, begins to die down and close in.
What the hell was that?
What the shit?
How much exhaustion do I take for that one?
You don't take exhaustion, but reaching down and feeling whatever you did, you don't know if you will be able to do again.
Ever?
Unsure. Maybe if you had a shard or 2 or 3, maybe.
Or 7.
Tombstone just looks up at Dunar and goes, Dunar,
Yes.
I have no words for the amount of gratitude that I have for you in this moment. You have literally pulled me out of hell.
Good.
Tombstone. What was
I just
that
had a
light?
bad feeling.
Dunar, always listen to your nose. It was right.
Just give him a big hug.
You were right, Dunar. Death is not an escape. I have to live.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only if I am not here, it's not release, it's eternal torment. And I have to free them, Dunar.
Yeah.
They're there now. They've been there for 37 years. This whole time, I've been trying to seek my own satisfaction. But I've left them there for 37 years.
You didn't know.
I should have known.
You didn't. It's not your fault.
But it is, Thunar. Literally, it's all my fault. I caused it all.
You didn't know.
You asked me earlier if I wanted to kill a dragon. And I said no because I couldn't bear the thought of sending you all to face the thing that I fear most. But Thunar,
Yeah.
if y'all are willing, please help me.
Yeah.
Help me.
We'll help you.
Everyone else will just have stunned, just bewildered expressions on their face after seeing this, and I'm assuming Thunar and Tombstone in an embrace.
Briar's moving in on this hug. I'm getting in there.
And I think
Group-
that's a better place than any to end tonight's session.
Oh my god.